Good evening, Zelda Speedruns. It's time for another Majora's Mask Randomizer Standard Tournament Season 6 Qualifier match. Tonight is Qualifier number 3. Got joined in the comms booth tonight, I have Revan himself and Audio Blood. And tracking is Axel Ryman, myself, Saberstorm, and Skygoro. Take it away, guys.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully we're going to have a super exciting race for you tonight. Me and Revan are excited. Revan says this is his first time casting again in a long time. Welcome back, Revan.
Yeah, thank you. It's been probably a year and a half maybe since the last one. Maybe 2 years? I don't know. It's been a while. Either way, hello everybody.
Well, I guess I'm in good company because my last cast was the chaos rando, so we're in for a little bit less chaos, hopefully a little bit more standard, so to speak, of a race tonight. I
mean, standard as far as what you might consider standard anyway, because the past two seeds, without getting into spoilers, were kind of crazy in their own ways. So.
Yeah, I was able to catch the VODs of those, and what we think might be a real simple rando could be a little bit more complicated than maybe people are expecting.
Oh yeah, and that's somewhat of the point of the season 6 settings is trying to cut down on the streamlining that was going on in season 4 and season 5. So I'd say the settings have been doing a pretty good job of that so far.
Yeah, I would definitely say that the two seeds I saw, despite playing out weirdly similarly in the end, if you know what I mean, they were very different up until that point. The way we got to that point was totally different.
Yeah, you definitely need to have a different thought process for these settings, and depending on who you are, that might be a good thing or that might be a bad thing.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of discussion in the Randomizer Discord about how it feels like you have to be really good at clearing areas in this under these settings, right up until you don't, because you find the one important item in an area on your third check, and suddenly you kill an entire portion of your map.
Yeah. Paying attention to the importance counts is like a really crucial part of these settings for sure. And trying to be as consciously aware of what the important items were, even if they're just 1-star items, they can still matter for knowledge for elsewhere in the seed, or knowledge for your songs, even how important your songs might be.
One of the hardest parts watching these from a commentator point of view is trying to keep up with the hints and which ones matter and which ones don't. And
right.
When we've caught that important item and when we haven't, there's a lot of mental load for our runners.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing you just have to be aware of is that while there can be more than one 2-star item in a region, at minimum, each importance count hint has exactly one 2-star item in it, which 2-star item for us in MMR means that's the required way of the hero item. So if you see light arrows in a 4 important count region, that is definitively your way of the hero item from that area. That is the at least the one. So
starting our seed off, our piece of heart is just some rupees. Cafe, just some rupees.
Okay. So no letter to cafe.
Nope. Looks like most people, we got a 50-50 split here.
No, it was a bottle of red potion on cafe, apparently.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah.
I thought that
so
was
that might matter. That might matter. On his chest, there's another item on his chest. We'll see later. I don't know.
Got Mask of Sense.
Mask of Sense. Okay. And then nothing in the grass grotto.
Oh, but a bow in the tree. So that's a real quick bow.
Okay, yeah, that is a good thing to have early.
Yeah, that's real convenient for our runners.
Mm-hmm. You never know, it's rando. So the item order, what order you get the items in, how they're placed is random every time. So An early
like
bow, that just means it was one of the earlier items placed or whatever.
I like that Elf still flexed on the tingle with the jump slash instead of using the bow that they just picked up.
Yeah.
Good style.
Yeah, at that point when you're in the tree there, you just do that anyway.
Oh, we got a Grotto Gossips.
Oh, okay. Fisherman game. We got a Con of Great Fairy dead earlier. I know we saw that. Stone Tower has 0 important items.
And I think that was Swamp Spider House was dead on the first one.
Okay. Yeah, that's Stone Tower, not the temple. Just to clarify with chat. So that's the 3 bean chests. Those are dead. No bean levers for this one so far. There's a chance you could have a bean lever with Great Bay Coast Ledge, but that would then require all bomb bags to be behind that because everybody long jumps for that heart piece if it matters.
Oh wow!
Gibdo.
Gibdo. Holy cow!
Okay.
A nice Sphere 0 Gibdo for us.
Okay. You know, Mask of Sense and Gibdo both being in Termina Field.
Little. Look, sometimes Termina Field has to have something in it.
Okay, Gossip Stones is dead. That's another always check that's gone. Keep in mind, we have 8 always hinted locations in every seed out of 16 total always hints. The other 8 that don't get hinted end up being junked. So
and we're already through 3 of our always hints.
Yeah, there are no sometimes hints this season because of the minor amount of confusion that would bring with interacting with importance count hints. And also because it was a way to up the ante a bit more on making sure that things like Anju and Cafe and the Great Fairy rewards could be slightly more common as far as like showing up and maybe being required. And another always hint was Ranch Sisters just then. They're also nothing for this seed.
Yeah. So we're already 5 out of our always hints dead.
Okay. And then we've got a bottle from Observatory, so that's nice.
We got Bremen Mask picked up as well.
So that cafe bottle is looking mighty not important. Like at least a bottle that runners probably won't get. East Clocktown 2. Okay.
Okay. All right. That's good to know.
That's a really good one actually, because if they find the 1 right away, they could negative out so much of East Clocktown with all those mini games and even like Letter to Mama and stuff. Okay. Oh, Postman has paper on his head, I just saw. It looked like it might have been Swamp Deed.
I believe it was Swamp Deed, yeah.
Okay, so that's likely to be one of the 2, because paper can qualify if Toilet Hand has anything important on him.
Thank you, Axel.
Thank you. Because I briefly saw the shape of the deed. I didn't really get a good look at the color. I knew it was either land or swamp. And my gut went with swamp.
I did not catch what the reward for the race was.
Oh, it was a heart piece. My eyes briefly saw it.
All right, so a little bit of nothing.
But we don't mind health here. I mean, without the chest textures having like to represent there's a heart piece in it, runners probably are happy to get some health from like so many like NPC checks or something.
Yeah, you're gonna bump into a good number of them just randomly at this point.
Okay, Ocean Spire House reward is nothing.
Oh, Ice Arrows on Tingle. Quick pickup.
Okay. Wow. All right. You know, I mean, the well is kind of intensifying with those early ice arrows. You know,
yeah.
You know, maybe.
We're just on the border of our 15 for 15 dead on the always hints.
Okay.
We've got 6 of our 8 seen so far, and they are all dead.
Yeah.
Yep, not town archery. That is not our important location.
So that's sort of like the caveat with it too, is like if you don't have any of your always hints that are required, then it really comes down to what would normally be like your sometimes hinted locations as being unhinted and how you route around those, basically. Like what you're choosing to do and what you're choosing not to do or delaying. So
yeah, and I think really you can pull ahead nicely with your understanding and interpretation of the importance count hints that we
yeah, exactly. Well, that bomber almost got away.
He did, yeah. It's all right. We shot the child with an arrow. Everything is fine.
We do not condone this. It's just in game.
Yep, gossips are dead. We knew that one.
Okay.
We're finally gonna get our fire boys down in their grotto here.
Yep, Nasho first to do Dodongos, I think, and it's during the day, not at night. Very unusual. Most runners, when they're doing Tournament of Field, they'll route it at night for preparation for Bomb Grandma, like to kill time for that. I know there've been some interesting like rerouting of openers by some people, so bucking the trend.
Looks like our key was milk.
Okay.
Getting our first look at Road to Southern Swamp Tingle. A couple of rubies.
Okay, we're gonna get ourselves some Guru here.
Spec picking up a late town fairy.
Mountain Deed. Okay.
It's something to give to our brother in need. Something that our runners want to do.
Yeah, so as is tradition with MMR is, everyone mostly covers the same checks in the first cycle. Sometimes in the same order, sometimes there's like, like what Nasha's doing, how he did Dodongo Grotto during the day. There's a decent amount of flexibility in how you can route all these things.
First cycle, you're really just limited on the fact that you started with nothing, so you're going to do all the checks you can do with nothing.
Yep, for the most part.
Just nailing the Postman game for a piece of heart.
Okay. No bunny hood shenanigans this time. It's always something that you fear is if you get something on him, because then it's like, well, okay, what's my potentially wasted importance count or Way of the Hero hint on the bunny hood for that item? We got some synced swordsman school going on here. It's kind of funny.
I was terrible at that game as a child, by the way. That game was hard.
It's not too surprising, because, like, you have to, like, delay when you're doing the jump slash. You have to, like, wait a second for Link to center himself.
Understandable. Jumping with the sword's not easy.
Yeah.
But pretty much like you said, our runners are all kind of checking the same things off the list, just not necessarily in the same order. But we're all...
Yeah, and they're not checking it twice either.
That's good. No Santa Claus runners. Though sometimes, you get to the end of a seed, you don't remember what you've checked. Maybe you do a little double dipping. It happens.
Yeah, right. You never know. Yeah. Number 5 just did not cooperate for that bombers. Shame.
Just doing like you said and picking up these Dodongos at night to kill some time.
Yep.
While we wait for that grandma save.
Yep, it's the old Turbine Field loop. It's a tried and true thing that you do. Pick up some hints here. Okay, same deal.
Yep, still nothing on Ranch Sisters, but we'll check again later.
Yep.
You can never be too safe,
North Clocktown with 2. Okay, we already got the 1. That's the bow.
The bow, absolutely.
Yep. That is likely the 2-star item, but bows can be weird if the others aren't locked behind that in some way.
Yeah,
so...
there could be a second available bow, and then suddenly that's not 2 anymore. However, there's not a ton of checks in North Clocktown, so the odds are pretty good.
Yeah, right. And there wasn't anything like on Tingle in North, right?
I don't think so. No, the ice arrows were different. Tingle or Milk Road Tingle, I think.
Yeah, that was Milk Road Tingle. Yeah, we have to pay attention to that because Tingle is multi-location, so he's a part of North Clocktown. Okay, so the only things left in North to be concerned with is Deku Playground, Transform Fairy, and Keaton Quiz and Bomb Grandma. So.
And we should see Bomb Grandma in a minute or two here.
Yeah. There just was, Fox, in Termita Field. North Clocktown 2. And we already had the bow in the tree. So, that is at least one of them. We don't know if it's the 2-star, and that's kind of what matters. Oh yeah, there's also the mailbox. I forgot about the mailbox for North Clocktown because of multi-location stuff. But that would just be 1-star. So, it gets tricky. And that kind of sucks with the East Clocktown too, but whatever.
It is kind of weird that you can have that overlap being 1 in 2 different zones as a result of that.
Yeah.
But we'll see if that comes up at all.
Definitely.
As it stands, we're still looking for our last 2 always hints, I believe. We've got 6 out of the 8 so far, so still a couple of big things we could have hinted for us.
Oh yeah, there can be a jump scare. There absolutely can.
We have not gotten the Anjuin Cafe hint. Just saying.
Oh, that was a wallet locked wall. Okay, I missed that text box for the scrub. Okay. That's funny. Cool.
I like that Tingle thinks you're real dumb. Sell you a red rupee for 40 rupees. Good deal.
I know, right? It's like the scrubs in OOT if they sell you like a blue rupee and you're paying 10.
Yep. Good value, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. He's hard off Granny, so we're further limiting those North Clocktown checks.
Yep. It is funny, like how, like, yeah, like, with importance counts, how you are more concerned with revisiting the area, but like even when it was just generically like Way of the Hero hinted, you'd still revisit the area, but it's just that once you found that 2-star item, you couldn't still really eliminate the area with just Way of the Hero, so it's an interesting thing to like how they both make you go back, but
yeah, it's especially weird in this case, right? Because like you see a bow, and I mean, obviously you need a bow, so you want to tell yourself, oh, bow was the required 2-star. That's the whole North Clocktown.
Yeah,
you can't be positive. So
you can't be positive. Yeah. It's also just a good idea just to find out what the other item is if you can, anyway. Oh, Zora on Bank 1. Okay.
Very nice. And just a reminder to anybody new to the season, we do start with Epona's song. So we can take a quick little jaunt over to Zora Cape anytime we want now.
Yeah. And speaking of songs, there is a bit of a song layout change. Instead of having the Romani Ranch song, we have Elder Goron song, and instead of having the Baby Goron song, we have Baby Zora's back in the pool. But there is a 50-50 chance that your eggs are actually on fairies for scooping, like scooping fairies. So like any fairy, like from a Gossip Stone or near the owl statues, once you scoop them, they might be an egg, and that just allows you to essentially do eggs without the tedium of going through Pirate's Fortress and all the logical requirements of Pirate's Fortress. So
Transformation Fairy is Gilded Sword, by the way.
Okay. I don't think... No, because we start with a sword, so...
We start with a sword, so that can't be a required item. So the only thing left is the mailbox or Deku Playground as
and Keaton Quiz.
And Keaton Quiz.
Yeah.
And North Clocktown has a lot of shared...
It does. And that's kind of why it's a bit of an icky importance count hint to get.
Oh, here's Axel's favorite check.
All right. This will tell us about the Swampty to an extent. Because that would mean Swampty would be 1 star. Which... Okay. So... Okay, so it puts... Swampty could still matter, but we don't... Obviously, because it has 2 checks in the north. So,
right.
If it does matter, it's for the north checks at this point. And that's gonna be something that's gonna be in the in Jess's mind right now. For that East Clocktown to 2. Yeah, good odds. Yeah, good odds. The bow is just required. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the way MMR
probably 2.
The way MM Rando just works naturally, and it's all like it's even the case in like the combo version of MM. It just likes to lock the other bows behind the first one. Like so commonly in some way you just have 1 bow available and the other 2 are just locked behind that in some way. So
was anyone able to see what kind of chest Spec just peeked? I couldn't tell if it was gilded or regular.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, he's way too fast for me.
I think someone else peeked it earlier, and I also missed it, so...
Yeah, a blink is about all you get to see what that is.
Yeah, you gotta be quick.
I definitely do
eyes
not...
locked on.
I definitely do not do that same check that quickly. I have to take about 3 or 4 attempts to roll into the wall.
Yeah. It depends on your time of day sometimes, too, because the skybox affects that, too.
Yeah, it doesn't help being on the small screen, like Saber said.
No, yeah.
I think the coolest thing about the way the settings are right now is nobody can just be 6 miles ahead to start the seed. Right? You don't have somebody who just like lucked their way into an incredible check to just blow out the seed. It feels like that doesn't really happen with these settings.
Right. there is a certain pacing to things. I mean, the first hour of any rando tends to be somewhat similar, but I mean, a couple of the season 6 seeds have been quite different in the first hour, so
yeah, unless you spike fire arrows. True. Anyone who wants more lore on that, go watch the VOD for the first 2 qualifiers. We're gonna see what our fish lab check is.
Okay. Let's see.
Saber, you stop that.
Alf was the first one into Coast as well, so... All Knights Mask. Okay. It's 2 checks. It's kind of nice to get that first cycle because you can easily route that after Day 2 Woods if you are planning on going to Day 2 Woods, which I think most runners with the early bottle this seed are just going to do that anyway.
It is interesting that Alf was the first one to Great Bay, despite Jess being the one to actually have that Zora mask.
Right.
Because Alf has not picked up that Bank 2 check, or Bank 1 check for the...
Yeah, Bank 1,
Zora mask.
Yeah, it kind of depends on when you get your money routing in. Like, typically, it depends on the... If you find any money, like, in chests on... whether or not you get that Bank 1 after you do Dodongo Grotto or not.
Right. Just fighting Epona there a little bit. It happens.
Now we'll just do Swamp Archery here. Oh, he's going to. Okay.
We've already had a Swamp Archery done, so...
Okay.
Like,
some players will delay this check even when they're right next to it.
Woodfall Temple has 1. Alright.
Oh! Okay, so that's our last importance count, is Woodfall Temple.
And for a reminder, 1 is, a much more conclusive thing than 2.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Unless you happen to get a bunch of, like, one-off items in that area. And the
Surely
others are all, they all lead to nothing except the 1, right?
There's, give or take, there's 4 fairies in Woodfall.
Yeah.
And then...
the small key chest, the
of checks
bow chest, the turtle chest.
Don Garo.
3. The frog.
The frog.
Yep, that's 4. That's 8 checks, and then the dragonflies is...
We just saw that Southern Swamp is barren.
Oh! Oh, wow! Oh my gosh! That's crazy!
Oh, was that Road to, not Southern Swamp?
Oh, Road to Southern Swamp.
Okay, that's way less exciting. Yeah, I was ready to
That's
go
too
crazy.
bad. Yeah, because, that would have, that would have defeated the whole purpose of the bottle, the early bottle for Day 2 Woods.
Yeah, as Kirby just said, a 1 makes it pretty likely that it's the song.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's probably the song. Okay.
But that's great news for our runners, because they can basically route out Woodfall Temple at that point.
Yeah, right. They just have to go to the boss key chest if they realize that it's talking about the song. Oh, we've got our first lemons.
Absolutely. We had our spam in chat for it and everything. It's the one downside to commentating. I don't ever hear the game audio. I can't hear the marching for our lemons. I'm playing it in my head, though. Don't worry. Noticing a couple of our runners making their way into the day 2 swamp, picking up their red
Oh,
potions
blast
before they
mask
head
on
out.
lemons. Okay. It's our first explosive.
Day 2 grotto and swamp in woods was nothing, so.
Okay.
But we still got to give our red potion to Granny. Help her out real quick.
Yep. Oh, big
No.
chest on the doggy race roof. Kotake is captain's hat.
Interesting. And there's a great fairy sword on top of the doggy chest.
Nice.
So we've got access to a lot of swords. This scene has many swords.
Yeah, you are not concerned about Majora the Seed. You are fine.
Yeah. We've got swords galore. It's very nice.
Everybody's gonna be fine this seed. Like,
yeah, and those are both of those swords are ones people are always gonna pick up too. Those aren't checks you're gonna just wander on by.
Oh yeah, everyone should have gilded in this seed. It's very funny that both fairies were swords.
Fairies got a type. I don't know. They like.
Oh, big chest and stockpot, staff room. Bomb bag.
Bomb
okay,
bag.
So Bremen mask is not required. But the blast mask can be nice if you're low on bombs somewhere and you need to use it.
Absolutely. It's also just convenient a lot of the time. You don't have to wait for a bomb to go off. You just boop, blow it up.
Oh, Cafe's mask was on Kome. Okay.
So Kome and Kote both had masks for us this time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like it must have been a gold chest over here because Spec is coming through now that he's got bombs.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep, that's a big gold.
And it is
Couples
mask.
Okay,
All right, well,
you can. No, not on final night, so that's a cycle to check that. That's fun.
the check's a check.
Yeah, I mean it's ECT too. It's part of that. It might be.
Yeah, I believe the only other thing we've found in ECT so far is rupees, so we have not filled that too in any way.
Right. It's definitely interesting that I think Spec did not do Day 2 Woods, so delayed it for later, I guess? Because they're the only one that's on Final Night.
Yeah, must have not done it because he doesn't have Captain's Mask or
right.
FA Mask.
Yeah, I didn't look at his tracker.
Luckily, his tracker is big enough right on his screen for me to be able to see it.
Yeah.
I don't have to try to fight the commentator tracker.
Yeah.
Me and Revan were having a conversation about that before stream, about how we just get defeated by the commentator version of the tracker. Revan Axel's threatening me.
Uh-oh. Watch it.
Yep, looks like Jess picked up the Great Fairy Sword too.
Yep.
This is such a convenient owl to be able to pick up too at this point. always nice to be able to pick up the owl right outside Great Bay.
Yeah. Nacho is in Zora Hall.
All right, Revan, do you have the song memorized?
No, absolutely
No, me
not.
Not even a little bit. I Google that every time.
I just have it as a chat command. And
The
then
advantage.
I look at the first part, and then I just let my hands do the rest. That's just how it goes. Like, I have the muscle memory for it, but I need the first, like, 2 notes, and then my hand does the rest. Basically. I've got another lemons from Jess. Bottle from Evan.
Thank you, Evan. More bottles we get, the better, just in case those eggs are not fairies in this seed, and we need to scoop up a whole bunch of eggs.
Even if they are fairies, having more bottles is nice because it means you can try to route other fairies on the way to the lab if it's feasible.
True. Expected Honey and Darling? I completely missed that.
Yeah, same.
Because I was thinking to myself that somebody's got to check Honey and Darling soon.
Yeah. So it seems like at least until we get Goron Mask, it seems our East Clocktown minigames are not important.
Eggs and fairies are shuffled. We have Nasho with
Boat archery is gone.
So Nasho dropping some eggs into the...
I don't know if that was our 7th. I assume that might have just been our 7th, because that was... I don't think we saw boat archery earlier.
No, I don't think so. I think that's number 7.
So that's our 7th always, so we have one more left to find.
Yeah, I've got it written down as well on a little notepad to keep track.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I find it helps to at least have the importance counts and foolish stuff written down. Oh, lights on grandma stories. Okay.
Grandma's just holding out on us.
Sure is. That's a nice get.
Yep, couples could be mayor, and then everything is dead.
Lens! Grandma!
Holy cow,
Calm down! What the heck?
This is your friendly reminder to check on your grandma, people. She might have some stuff.
Now Lens isn't like giga huge, but it does factor into your Elder Goron logic, and something that you might need to be thinking about potentially.
Now, can grandma be, or not grandma, can Lens be importance count?
It can count towards importance, yes, if either Darmani has something, Shiro has something, or Elder Goron song is required.
Okay, because we got lights, so that could be our 2 in East Clocktown.
Stockpot is its own region.
Oh, is it its own region in the hints? Okay.
Yep. It's a large enough area to justify it.
Yeah, I guess there's 4, 5, 6 checks in there. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's funny. It's bigger than Ice Cavern in OOT. So, like when we're talking about like standard check. Yeah, it's really funny.
Lens Cave is nothing.
Okay. Sometimes you never know with that Lens Cave.
Getting a new Gossip Stone. Is this going to be our 8th always?
Nope.
It feels a little weird when all of the always hints are dead checks. It feels like wrong somehow when that's true.
Yeah. I mean, it happened even more frequently with 6, you know?
Yeah, of course. And I mean, they are intentionally chosen as like long out of the way checks that have a bunch of requirements, a bunch of them. So like the odds of them being dead are
much higher on average, yeah.
Checking our graves, see what we got down here. We have not had anyone turn in that couple's mask yet, so
no, because
sure
like when
what's there.
When you get it, when most people get that chest, it's gonna be final night.
Right.
Because that's like the best time to route that chest if you get bombs or explosives late. Because you're waiting on Clock Tower Roof to open.
Yeah, nobody's getting those bombs super early.
Yeah, not in this seed, yeah.
Oh, we got a big chest.
Mask of Truth.
Mask of Truth, alright.
Alright. Well,
place your bets.
Nacho has big incentive. Oh! Deku in Biobaba Grotto. Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, I was just gonna say that Nacho has an even more incentive to just do Day 3 Ranch. Because they'll have that full cleared, except for, you know, the Night 1 cows. Which, yes, that's another change if you aren't familiar. Because the ranch song is gone for this season, the cows in Romani Ranch were turned on. Just those cows.
Just those cows.
Just to give the keg something else for when aliens and Crimea are nothing. Because otherwise that's all that it would be for. Besides, like, Keg Castle every once in a blue moon. So.
Well, we're gonna get our first song check in a second, so see what
Oh, that's Sonata on Clock Tower Roof. Okay. And then what's in the grave?
Is
Goron Lullaby. So Captain's Head is required. Okay.
Nope.
So far, you've got quite a few songs you're able to get in this first hour.
We also have access to the whole of Woodfall. We have Sonata. We have Deku Mask.
Yep.
You just walk in.
You've got, yeah, like I said, you've got a lot of song locations you can get now, because eggs are on ferries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can get the Zora song, you can get the you can get the Graveyard song, you can get Deku, and Deku Palace, and the Clock Tower Roof. So that's a lot of songs very quickly.
And as soon as you want, you can get a dungeon song. It actually is really nice, because if you can bang out a bunch of the songs, you can figure out if the one importance count in Woodfall is the song or not.
Is the song, yeah, exactly. It very likely is, considering we haven't found...
It's extremely likely.
Considering we haven't found Goron Mask yet to allow you to go into Snowhead Temple. And with that means that song very likely locks an item you need. So that would lead to any of the items that we still need, like Hookshot or Goron or any elemental arrows we're still missing. Magic, yeah, could lead to magic if it's like New Wave and like you have to do a dip into GBT without magic. That would be interesting.
Oh. I hate double dipping. It's the worst.
I mean, that's the thing, though. People wanted the dungeons to be more relevant, so you're gonna have things like that happen if you're making dungeons more relevant.
Oh, no, I meant when dipping chips into something. I hate when people...
Oh, yeah! Oh, of course, my mistake.
Yeah, see, Axel knew what I was talking about. Alright, well, Spec wasting absolutely no time getting into Great Bay after resetting the cycle. He did pick up that Zora mask, so plenty of things to do here.
And he has the Deku Mask now.
In fact, Spec does not have the Deku Mask.
No, he does. It's on his D-pad.
Oh, it's not on his tracker. Okay.
Yeah, he just didn't mark it. He just got
What a jerk. No, you gotta mark it immediately.
it.
What good is a tracker if you don't mark it immediately? Come on.
I know, right? Goodness.
Right,
Just
exactly.
ignore those
know what
times
the
that
text is.
I forgot to track something for 30 minutes in my own stream. Just ignore that.
I'm sure
That's
chat did
never
not
happened
have
to
a
me
connection.
before.
Yeah, chat was probably super cool about it too.
He was too busy dying in the grotto. Ah, okay.
Irish guy, I can't say that I've ever tried that strategy. Mark it on my item.
Sounds like a valid strategy to adopt.
That's called.
Then you'll never be wrong.
Yeah, chat can never tell you forgot to mark something.
Mhm.
Those rupees over the archway into the ranch bring back terrible memories from the chaos settings. People forgetting that those blue rupees were up there over.
Oh yeah,
and
the
over again.
mystery. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing too, though. When you play those settings, you then know those rupees are there for when you're playing a seed like this. And
But before I got involved with the Chaos Rendo, I did not know that those rupees were there.
yeah, well, now you know.
Yeah, I got 10 more rupees for myself or whatever it is. Whenever
I mean, you could use those rupees to route money route for dog race, like what Nasho's doing here. Because there's Bugs back here. I don't think he has another bottle though. Does he have a third bottle?
Brutal tend up.
You could scoop Bugs back here and get a 20 rupee from the soil, and that's why the 10 from the front of the ranch is nice to get.
See, Nasha read that the same way I did and saw Southern Swamp.
Yeah.
There, and I was like, wait, hold on, that can't be right.
I guess he's just gonna do 2 dog races then. Okay.
Feels bad with no wallet. Alright, chat. Make your guess. Is Blue Dog last? I'm gonna go with no. I believe in the boy. He's gotta be not last at some point, right?
At some point.
Easy first. Surely nothing will go wrong.
Surely.
Oh no. Something's going wrong. I think it's great that they did eventually find that Blue Dog only wins when Blue Dog gets just boosted by all the other ones. Poor Blue Dog.
Yeah.
You know what? That was not a bad showing for Blue Dog. He was on the screen with other dogs. That's pretty good. Well, with our resets coming through, we're going to get that couples mask check in the near future, I would suspect. It looks like just pulling out the 36 masks for East Clock Town.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting that he got cafes out, like he was gonna set up midnight meeting, but okay.
And then did not.
And then goes to day 2. Weird. Yeah, maybe he'll just reset and then do midnight meeting. I don't know. Or we'll reset after Mayor or whatever.
Still can't believe how loaded Grandma was. Like, dang.
I know.
All right, we're gonna get our couples mask. Find out if that's our East Clocktown importance or not.
And then Alf is currently getting the egg song. So we'll find out what that is pretty soon. Which, by the way, because of fairies being eggs, it's not likely for this seed, but there's a chance that song, like we were talking about, I think pre stream, there's a chance you could have hookshot behind this song, and that's not something you can have happen when eggs are vanilla.
That's true. So with couples mask being dead, we're getting pretty limited on the East Clocktown chicks.
Oh yeah,
a lot of them.
Well, keep in mind we do have 2 new checks at East Clocktown too with the milk bar purchases, so maybe it's one of those.
Sure, we've got what, milk bar, we've got Goron chest minigame, and we've got Mama.
Yeah, letter to Mama stuff. So the ECT2 might actually be a pretty useful hint in that sense. Because, like, some people might be more inclined to delay doing East Clocktown stuff.
I personally am inclined to never do the chest mini game. Whoever designed that game is a sadist. All right, we're getting our Deku playground check out of the way here.
Okay. That's good.
Find out about our North Clocktown 2. Piece of heart.
Okay.
I think that leaves us with only Keaton.
Keaton and then still a mailbox.
Oh, right, the mailbox. I forget that there's mailboxes everywhere. Wouldn't it be interesting if, like, mailboxes fire arrows and that's the north and east too?
Yeah, but then that would still be 1 star for both of those because it's multi-location.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really weird when it's the mailbox.
I thought the one was an item that could be replaced in a different location, not you could obtain that same item in a different location. Like, one bow versus another instead of like a hard.
Well, it can be both. So like
yeah. I just didn't realize it could be that way.
But it could also be because it's just like it's a multi-location check, so you can get it in a different location, but it'll count for both, towards both importance counts, like it's doing here. Like it'll be part of that importance count. Well, I shouldn't say like it's doing here, but like it's potentially doing here is what I mean to say. Because we don't know for sure.
And as Saber said, this essentially just resets us back to, we don't really have anything super helpful in terms. Well, keep in mind, Fox, we have not found a bow yet, or any other alternative bow yet, so until we find an alternative bow, it's possible that that's a 2 in North Clocktown, which means that the mailbox has to be nothing.
Yeah, Fox is saying there is no alternative bow.
So then that means that the mailbox has to be dead, right?
Well,
that would be a
the fire arrows in the mailbox could still happen, but other than that, yes. Like if the fire arrows in the mailbox happens, like the fire arrows will be counted as 1 star.
Right.
But it's still 2 different items in North Clocktown and whatnot. Right, it can't be 2 stars. It'll be 1 star.
Well, we're gonna get another song check here in a second from Jess.
Oh, is healing on eggs?
Healing was on eggs,
I think. And then
order
oath on on
Sonata.
Palace Song.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and we have the aroma and bar check too, Saber.
Yeah, judging by the fact that Alf is about to play healing, I'm gonna guess that song must have been healing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was healing.
Imagine this is Hookshot. That'd be pretty good.
Right? That would be... Yeah, 4 checks in Milk Bar. Yeah, it's a lot. Oh!
Well, speaking of Milk Bar.
Oh!
Alright. Well, I guess we'll get half of our answer in the very near future.
Yeah. It's ECT too. Well, Alf can peek those 2 checks right now. It's still open with that mask. So
it is the kind of funny dichotomy of the
hookshot in Palace on Bean Daddy.
Thank you, Bean Daddy. What a nice guy.
Okay, well now that new wave on Boss Blue Warp, locking magic and GPT is looking possible. But again, we'll see. Going for Kamaro.
Might as well get your healing checks out of the way.
Right, and it's time of day, so...
Yeah. You're there while it's checkable. No reason not to check it.
Alright. It's nothing.
He was not holding out on us. It's true. Late fires is looking more likely here. Does that remind you of anything?
Frog!
Frog.
Yeah, for those that have not kept up with Season 6 stuff, frogs are shuffled. This means Donjuro mask is not a useless mask. It can be relevant.
It is worth noting that Choir is forced junk.
Yes. Couldn't go that far with it, because I'm sure there would be riots in the streets if that was a thing. If that was able to be an always check.
Justifiable, if we're being honest. Milk Bar double dead, by the way. No milk for sale.
Okay, wow, this ECT2 is just gonna continue to elude. I guess.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Ballad of the Windfish to be our ECT2.
Man, if it's sound check, wow. That check specifically is so rarely required.
Oh, and Jess just pushing right into our lovely Woodfall Temple.
Yep, makes sense.
Now, for anyone who has not seen a Season 6 seed yet, the dungeon fairies are a little interesting. Only a certain few of those fairies are shuffled in each seed. So, for instance, in Woodfall here, only 4 fairies are shuffled, and this jar fairy is one of them.
Yep.
But the number of fairies in each dungeon is not the same, and the players do start with those fairies. Those fairies are not shuffled into the item. So if a Great Fairy reward is required, they don't have to find those fairies as well. Yeah, I think I agree with Skygoro. You just go straight Boss Blue, because if it's not a dead song, you could just leave. the one importance count on a dungeon really can kind of streamline those dungeons if that's a way you can play them.
Yeah. I mean, the strategy here, in my opinion, would be to just go beat a Dola.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if it's not the song, then you go back in after.
Yeah, if it storms, I guess, then you go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we still need Elegy, we still need Bossa Nova. So 2 out of 3.
Ooh, that was really nice by Jess. Holy.
That was a quick frog kill.
That's not easy to do.
I didn't know you could do that.
Well, I know Jess has been doing a lot of MM speedrunning the past couple of years, so I'm sure that is from all that.
Good for him. Learning new things, applying at other places, killing frogs. I am surprised that Jess is going through this way. It really just makes...
Well, I think because it's on the way. He didn't do turtles, right? He didn't do the snapper's chest, right?
He did.
Oh, he did? Okay. Maybe he just figures because he's on this side, he should just do these checks.
Might as well
And
at this
then
point.
head straight to the boss.
Well, we
Run
did just
races-
get our safe
Okay.
always. So all always hints are dead this seed.
Okay. So you just got to contend with the what would normally be technically hinted, sometimes hints locations that are unhinted. So things like Midnight Meeting, Dog Race, Lemons, which you already did do Lemons,
We got land title
Soundcheck,
deed.
Shiro, so on and so forth.
Just picked up land title deed in Pirate's Fortress entrance.
Okay. Ooh, almost missed the switch there.
Calculated. Oh. Meant to fall in the water too. I wonder.
All right. Well, it looks like Jess is just going to route the whole dungeon anyway.
Jess got the Woodfall Temple hint, right? Maybe just didn't see that hint.
No, he definitely got it. Spec is also routing the dungeon.
Oh, powder keg.
Oh, right. He doesn't know about healing on eggs. So, he, in his mind, rushing the song doesn't make sense. That's
Sure.
right. We're dealing with that information. We know that it's healing on eggs, but they don't.
Right, we have
Alph is the
more
only
information.
one. Alph and... Has
Nasho.
Nasho done it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Alph and Nasho have done eggs, so they know.
Goron Mask.
Oh!
Quick little pickup. Okay.
Okay, well, that's the one then.
I bet we know what song is on the Blue Warp now.
Yep. Sure do. Again, they didn't have the song knowledge. I think if you have the song knowledge, you just go to the boss Blue Warp and you don't really lose any time doing it that way anyway. Yeah. So
Yeah, it works out mostly the same.
yeah. Oh my.
Unlucky for Jess that was the last check that he did in Woodfall, basically.
I mean, no matter how you route the dungeons, when they're hinted any number of importance count, it's pretty much impossible to have the super luck of getting the one item that is the very first check you do in it.
Yeah. And true, Saber makes a good point. Knowing that Powder Keg is dead is nice. You don't ever
Yeah,
have to
it
go back.
is.
Don't have to do this cows.
Again, that's the benefit of the importance count stuff is you're able to negative out things. And a 1 importance count is definitely huge.
Oh yeah, just the clean information.
And a nice bow on Adola. Bow locked bow. The classic.
I always love whatever item Skull Kid is tossing in that cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
Just never something that looks like it should be tossed. But the rupee actually works.
Yep. Yeah, no need to come back for Woodfall Temple Frog. In this case either. And this is stuff that you would not have normally with just a Way of the Hero. Like
you would not tell you any of that.
Yeah, Awath, you would just say, okay, that's Goron, but now you still have Keg that could still matter in that case, right? If it's just a Way of the Hero. Like, you don't know. So
And you wouldn't do it until you were pretty much last locationing.
Right.
But it does cut out that frog too. That is a thing.
Yeah, we're missing 3 items. Magic, mirror, shield, and fire arrows.
We know how to get our last couple of songs.
Yep.
The runners don't, but we do.
And we're just waiting on Anju here.
It's fine, Andrew. We're not trying to go quick or anything.
We have not seen the 3rd Foolish yet, either. We still have the... See, so this is the funny thing, right? There was some discussion about, like, oh, I've not seen this last always hint for a really long time. We're having it happen with a Foolish hint. Like...
Yeah, we've got Stone Tower and Road to Southern Swamp, right? But we don't have
our 3rd Foolish, yeah.
Jess still on the hunt for that, ECT2?
Yeah, you definitely want to check all this stuff. Okay, it's not chess game.
So we're looking. What, there are 3
There's
checklists?
Sound check and the letter to mama checks
And the post box.
Yeah, and the mailbox, but
and 2 out of 3 are important.
At this point, well, okay, I guess we can't really say post mailbox is nothing because that could just randomly be fire arrows. So,
I mean, I did specifically call that one out. So
you sure did.
I'm right, I apologize.
And you would deserve a gold star for that. So.
True. Saber makes a great point. If fire arrows mail, and that's not safe. This bubble is not cooperating with Jess.
Yeah, this is the unfortunate part about trying to do this with the bubble is his cooperation is very important. Sometimes he'll even like fly over the fence, and then you have to wait for him to come back around.
What a nice guy. Cows are real simple in Season 6. The only 2 cows that are randomized are the ones in Romani Ranch. But they all still moo. That is a good point, Sue.
Yeah, it's 3 cows.
Oh, Captain's hat.
Oh, Jess was trying, I guess, to get bombs, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. You could see the gold chest at least, so...
Yeah, he was trying to get, I think he was trying to get a bomb drop so he could, like, stun Kita.
Sure.
But...
Still
I think he's still trying. Yeah, he is. And no such luck.
No cooperation at all. Nice.
Yeah, at that point, you just do it. Without the bomb.
I think the... Oh no, he's got Blast Mask, so... I was gonna say, does that mean he used his last bomb to win that grotto and then regretted it immediately?
No, yeah, he has Blast Mask, so he's
Yeah.
fine that way. Or was fine that way. Yeah, we got some Graveyard Convergence here with all of them. That's kind of funny. It's Spin Attack upgrade on Kita. Okay. Alf just finished it. Again, you are set for Majora this seed. Like, you've got the Spin Attack upgrade, you've got Great Fairy Sword, Gilded. You never have a problem with Majora this seed.
What are the odds that an hour and 10 minutes into a season, all 4 racers would be in the same subset?
I know, right?
Stone Mask?
Can't,
Okay.
That's really funny. Oh yeah, happy late 1 hour, everybody.
The Knuckle was guarding a Stone Mask, so that's what Nasho just picked up.
Well, I guess for Nasho, they haven't found Deku Mask yet, so they get to use that Stone Mask in Deku Palace, at least when they go there later, whenever they find their Deku.
That's nice.
So that's a little benefit for them, but everybody else has already done Deku Palace, so... that Stone Mask is not going to be very useful. And, like, that's, like, really the major quality of life time for that Stone Mask to shine to is Deku Palace, because the guard RNG there sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, just
because, like,
simplifies your life.
Yeah, and, like, if you get caught in there, the RNG, it just changes every time. Like, every time you get caught and thrown back out, so...
And
it's
if
nice
there's one thing
to have it.
Runners want to do, it's cut down on as much RNG as physically possible.
Yeah.
That is crazy that 3 runners in a row, or 4 runners in a row, all did the captain's hat at the same time.
Yeah, they all seem to converge there, but we saw one of them there earlier. I think
True.
Alf. I think who was it that was first there? I guess was it Alf? I think it must have been Alf. Checking Graveyard initially and how we knew Goron Lullaby was there. I think. Unless it was Nasho. Maybe
I think it was Nasho.
I mean, yeah, maybe it was Nasho. It doesn't matter. One of them was there earlier. We knew they got Goron Lullaby. We knew Goron Lullaby was here. So,
but either way, the fact that everybody came back.
Yeah, the fact that they all were still there later at the same time is very funny.
Look, everybody's died to an Iron Knuckle 200 or 300 times playing this game.
Yeah, you're with this low with this much like health, or you can't like see what health is in a chest. There's good chances you're going to end up getting clipped by an Iron Knuckle in some of these seeds, and then you're just dead. Especially with that one cutscene it does when it un-Z targets you, like it forces the un-Z target. Even though you might be ready for it, there are times where it does just mess you up anyway.
At least the
And then you get
respawn
hit.
is real quick for that one. You just pop
Yeah.
right back into the grave.
Yeah. Alright, getting the Akana Owl. This makes sense.
Yeah, we're still trying to locate magic, so no upper Arcana just yet.
Yeah, it's interesting how we have quite a few items, right? But we're still having to think about and wrestle with this East Clocktown too.
I mean, we're still pretty far off from getting it too, because we still need
right.
2 songs.
You right. And you have a lot you can do now. And I mean you could already start calling this, oh, this is a casino or whatever, but okay, so Elder Goron song is required. I guess that made sense at this point.
Yep, it's got to be either Elegy or Bossa Nova, right?
Yeah. So Mountain Village checks are dead, though, besides the song.
That's handy.
Which,
good to know.
For those wondering, Elder Goron is a multi-location song, so he's both in Mountain Village and Twin Islands. So there's like, if it chooses to hint Mountain Village Foolish, but the song is required, then you're gonna get the Foolish Except song. If it hints Twin Islands Foolish and the song is required, it's gonna hint it as Twin Islands Foolish Except song, right? So, that's because Elder Goron is in 2 different places. Because Night 3 he's there in Mountain Village, or not Night 3, Day 3 and Night 3 he's there in Mountain Village, and then Days 1 and 2 and the night times as well he's in Twin Islands. He just moves in this big snowball.
Just checking a few more gossip stones we haven't
I think that might have been an
saw.
intentional death warp.
No.
To the bottom?
Maybe? Okay, yes.
Yeah, it was intentional routing. Yeah. So he could... Because it would have been slower to roll back. So, like, this is a benefit of having such low health, is, like, you could route these death warps in. No, that's 100%. No. That's got... No. That's 100% intentional. Get out of here.
That's math. That's what that is.
It is, really?
It almost certainly is. The death cutscene is, like, super long.
I guess. It seemed like the death warp was intentional.
I think it probably wasn't a huge difference either.
Yeah, probably not. Man. That's crazy. That seemed like it would be about the same amount of time. If not slightly faster. But alright, whatever. I mean, that's the thing, is like, I don't know, like, Jess has done Hundo glitchless, so like, I don't know, maybe that's a thing that you do in Hundo glitchless, I don't know!
Oh, nice little bit of milk. To fill up that bottle that Jess just got. How convenient.
Right? I'm just saying I don't know if there's a fringe case where you would want to do that. That's all I'm saying.
It is looking extremely likely that you're correct that we're going to be... well, I guess we have Snowhead, but the magicless dip into Great Bay Temple is looking more and more likely.
Yeah. The problem is... Elder Goron song is magic locked. So... Because any way for you to get hot spring water... Yeah, both songs are magic locked at this point. So any way in which you could get Elder Goron is magic locked. Right. So,
and the way you would get Elegy is also, or you would get the Elegy check is also obviously locked at this point.
Yeah, yeah. So all this does is just, you're gonna get whatever the song here is, and I'm sure Jess is going to just do the lensless climb, which is fine. Or maybe not. Maybe not doing the lenses climb yet.
I was gonna say that's another common trick I just can't do. I'll never memorize that path.
Not with the... Yeah, I know. I thought maybe he was gonna hold on to an empty bottle and then do it. But... I guess prioritizing Egg Song first, because it's just fairies.
Gold chest in Twin Island Grotto?
Wallet!
Wallet, okay. And we already know where the other wallet is.
Yes.
So, we have Big Wallet if we want it, but we don't really have a reason to right now.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Bean and Cape. It's another
Rush.
gilded chest.
Rush Bank 3 is so cursed.
Oh, GFM on the Swamp Tea trade ledge? I didn't notice. Moon's Tier and Cape.
Business, the Mountain Scrub is selling a purple rupee, so not helpful.
Okay.
It's true, we could have that Swamp Title Deed being important to get that Great Fairy Mask.
Yeah, and that would just be for logically for the one Great Fairy, Stray Fairy in Snowhead Temple. The one at the top.
Only one that's
Enos.
not... Is that the only shuffled Great Fairy Mask fairy?
There's a... Yeah, because all the others you can get with alternative means.
Yeah,
it's the
I'm
only one
looking at
that's like
logically,
logically hard requires it. Because there is a trick you can do that was recently found to get on top of the icicle spike in front of that fairy in the Enos room. It's kind of stupid. But there are people that know how to do it. Not everybody does, but you can do it. And therefore you wouldn't need the Great Fairy's Mask, but by logic, it still requires the Great Fairy's Mask regardless. So, and it's peekable, so you can roll peek that Stray Fairy. And that was the reason why it was chosen, was because did not want an unpeekable Great Fairy Mask locked fairy, because that just didn't sound great. Like, and the only one that would constitute as that is the one in the other one in Snowhead Temple that's in that ceiling, with the fake ceiling.
Right.
So even with that trick that people found to get that Stray Fairy, which, I mean, wasn't a group effort, if it was Pushy just randomly finding some way to get that. Shoutouts to Pushy. It's fine because it introduces tech that people don't see, so it's kind of cool that way. So it's fine. As long as you're aware of what the logic is for that fairy, then it's all good. And, you know, hey, there may be an instance where you hard require Great Fairy's Mask for that fairy anyway in a seed, because, like, it locks the method to be able to get it out of logic, right? So, you never know.
That would be pretty unfortunate as a racer.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of Rando, is putting you in situations that you aren't completely comfortable with.
Adapt, I guess. That's all we got for you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're in Pirates with Jess.
Looks like
Don't
Nash
believe
is
we've...
heading into Woodfall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nasho's going to Woodfall. I don't believe we've seen anything beyond exterior for pirates.
No, this is our first entrance into pirates, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, Spec is routing eggs.
Yeah, the painfully slow walk out, get a ferry, walk back in strategy.
Oh, yeah, everybody's time of day sucks, too. Fox makes a good point there, because if this Romani's mask is going to matter for, like, sound check, then when they get healing, they're not gonna be able to get sound check. And with Jess on final day, as well as Spec, you'd have to reset for sound check. I guess Spec might have an advantage that way for being able to route pirates to kill time for sound check, but Jess is kind of slightly putting themselves in a worse position by doing pirates before finishing eggs, but I mean, he was trying to route the eggs while doing all these other checks. So
there's a Keaton mask in hookshot chest.
Yeah, and Jess got the first try on that stone mask strat for that room.
That will answer definitively for us if the Postman is the hint. Interestingly, if Postman is not the hint, then that means that the sound check and the mama check are the two hints in East Clocktown.
Right.
Right? If Keaton is important, that means that Postbox can't be, which means sound check and mama have to be. That's fun.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, what are the letter to mama checks anyway? Because, like, there's two of them. So,
yeah.
If it's not Swamp Deed, then it could be the or whatever's on Aroba 2 in the bar. Ooh. Spec not checking the cow? Ooh. You know, people have made that choice so many times when healing is on eggs. I don't get it. I don't know, man. The amount of times people have gotten burned by that.
Oh, we got a second frog. Collecting frogs.
Ooh.
I don't think collecting frogs helps us at all, but we're doing it.
No, frogs percent, right?
Oh, right. My bad.
That's a thing this season.
Yeah, either finish the seed or collect all 4 frogs first.
Man, there should be a... Well, okay, no, I guess... There should be a prediction for will we find all 4 frogs?
I mean, you could just make 4 frogs required in the future. You could just lock light arrows. Next season, season 7, light arrows locked to frog choir. That'll show them. I don't know what it'll show them, but it'll show them.
All right, here's our Keaton mask. Check.
Chateau Morani, my favorite.
Nope.
All right. So that means that the mailbox has to be important.
Yeah, it has to have something, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, that makes that East Clocktown so annoying.
Yeah,
that really... That makes that East Clocktown really annoying.
Ugh. Oh yeah, sound check is Postman's hat. There you go. That's a not at all horrible thing to say.
Yeah, it's probably sound check at this point, yeah. Because we've not seen Letter to Mama in sight yet.
Oh yeah, the 2-star check can't be the
Nope.
The post box.
Nope.
You know what it can be, though? Fire arrows. Fire arrows can still be I'm gonna be so sad when someone finds fire arrows and they're not in the holes.
Mm-hmm. I don't think fire arrows in the mailbox is that far-fetched, though, at this point. I don't think it's that far-fetched. Like, it has to be... Yeah, like,
we have to find magic in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it like, borderline almost has to be magic if we don't find, like, Letter to Mama very soon, right?
Yeah.
Because no individual runner is running out of check, but as a group,
Also,
we're kind of running out of checks.
I just saw Alf. I think Alf did Woodfall Temple and rushed the boss Blue Orb, but didn't go back in afterwards.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And Goran Mask is not on his tracker.
Yeah. Why would you, I hope he isn't actually trusting the, storms being required.
Yeah, there's... I mean, everyone would have to assume that it wasn't, right? That's just
yeah,
your
right.
default.
Oh, Alf didn't hit the owl statue? Oh. So they left... Oh, no. So they left without realizing they didn't hit the owl statue. Oh my god.
That's awful.
That's really, really bad for Alf. Oh my gosh.
It's true, did not need to pick up the keg.
Yeah. For Nasho?
Yeah, Nasho did it in the right order. That's true. Could just get the hint that the Storms is dead and that he's got to get back into Woodfall.
Yeah, true. It is gonna be a bit of a time loss, though.
Of course. Especially without having the owl. Like, it's a nice long trek.
Mm-hmm.
Just making the smart play to rescue Mikau. Well, I
Yep.
used the rescue loosely. The streams are all down.
Uh-oh, Saber. Wee woo.
Paging Saber. At Saber Storm. Sorry, we can just
so
narrate extremely quickly.
Yeah. So Jess is just checking Mikau. Nasho just finished Woodfall Temple. Alf is still going up to Upper Canyon. And Spec is turning in the mountain, the land title deed. Excuse me.
Which is a piece of heart, so that did not help.
Nope. Just got the Romani mask. Alf is continuing forward to heal Pamela's father, I imagine. The
streams are back up. Woo!
Okay. Cool.
Philophobia, it's true. First we were woo, but now we can be we again.
Yeah, now we can be wowee!
I was going with the Expedition 33 reference.
Yeah,
I'm
not familiar.
If you haven't played Expedition 33 and you like turn-based RPG, I cannot more strongly recommend that game.
Ocean Spirehouse chest incoming.
Well,
Yeah, this actually is not a bad choice because otherwise this chest becomes really bad to reroute. And see, this is a conscious choice you have to make. Like, do you just orphan this, or do you, because you already know Captain's Hat was required for the seed, because you're healing Mikau, do you just go ahead and then route this here? Like, this is like the best opportunity to do so, because you had to push Mikau to shore anyway, so...
Jess is struggling to remember the order here.
Yeah.
It's green, red, blue, yellow, blue, not red. It's either yellow or green. We don't know which.
Pendant was on Pamela. That's kind of funny.
Blue. Now green.
There we go.
Nailed it.
Okay, getting ready for the death warp after collecting the item, or not collecting the item, depending on if it's big or not. Oh nope, it's brown.
Now this death we can feel confident was intentional.
Yep. Yeah, there's no sometimes hints this season because of the importance counts hints. Because they cover the whole region, and it lets you negative out the rest of the region, so you know whether you have to keep checking it or not. And also there was like some overlap where there could be some minor confusion about your importance counts, because the sometimes hinted items would count if they are like 1-star or 2-star. Those sometimes hinted items would be counted as part of your importance counts, and that would get minorly confusing for some players. So it was just better just to get rid of them, and therefore increase the like up the ante a bit by adding 2 more always hints instead. So that way there's 2 more always locations and for a total of 8 every seed.
I do like that almost all the hints we got so in this seed we're just suffering. A lot of suffering on our hints. In East Clocktown, North Clocktown, we've gone through everything but the post box.
Yeah.
All of our always hints were dead.
Right. I mean, again, it's not like the seed has been like bottlenecky either, though, because like you've been getting items right along, and you have stuff you're able to check.
The only thing we've really been like waiting for any amount of time in the seed is it took a little while to get Goron Mask, and magic is a myth. But other than that, we've had access to basically everything forever.
And even then, the Goron Mask wasn't bad because you had...
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, you had enough things to do along the way, and you were able to get literally like 3 song locations, or even, I think it might have been 4, actually.
Yeah, 4. Yep.
You were able to get 4 song locations at the same point in time, so you had a lot you could do leading up to Goron Mask.
Yeah, and it's not like Goron Mask was in a dead area, right? You're always gonna go to Woodfall Temple.
Yeah.
Alright, checking our mountain title deed turn in. Jess is, and we got a rupee.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 100 rupees, but, you know, a rupee.
Yeah.
Alright, time to go turn in Bank 2. Actually, does Jess have enough rupees for Bank 2?
No idea.
Nope.
I am getting concerned about the amount of things any of the runners will have to route to kill time for sound check. Like, that's gotta be in the back of their minds right now. Like, what am I going to be doing to kill time for sound check? Because you have to wait until 10 p.m., night 1 or night 2. And right now, Spec still does not have that Romani's mask. Or not, wait. Yeah. Yeah, Spec doesn't have it, right?
Neither does.
No.
And neither does Nasho.
Yeah, neither does Nasho.
And the other 2 runners... Spec is back
Alf
on
does.
day 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay, I didn't know Spec was on night 1.
Yeah.
But he still doesn't have the Romani mask.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have it. Yeah,
he set up Midnight Meeting, so he's doing Eldegoron's song here, Lensless, to kill time for that instead of. And it's not going to be the thing that's going to kill all the time for Midnight Meeting. It's just one of the things. Yeah, Jess is resetting. Yep. Okay.
Jess resetting right now.
So that tells you it is on his mind, and he's like, okay, I gotta start doing this. Again, a large part of MMR is thinking about how you're going to kill time for these longer checks or not longer checks, but any of the checks that are time based.
One of our exciting checks for this season still has no information. The good photo of Lulu could still be in play.
Yeah, that's true.
Looks like Jess booking it right to night 1.
Yep.
Has the plan. Do the Kamara mask check while he's here.
Oh! Why has he got Keg on his C button?
That is a good question. There is no use for that Keg.
I hope he's not thinking cows. That would be such a weird waste of time. Because, like, he should know that the Goron mask was the important thing from Woodfall Temple and just not even bother checking those cows.
Right, like, it wasn't an ambiguous import from Woodfall.
No.
It was Goron mask.
It's possible he could be forgetting where he got Keg.
It looks like he's about to withdraw some rupees for it, so...
Yeah. Unless he's... I mean, it would be really weird, but... He could be just going to Twin Islands to get rid of the rock there.
Sure.
In preparation for Keg trial later? For some reason?
That would be a pretty crazy use of time.
It would be.
I'm in. But hey, he's got to kill time to sound check anyways.
I mean, maybe he's thinking... I don't think... I think it's more likely he just forgot where he got the Keg. That's just what it is. He just forgot.
And honestly, this isn't that big a deal, right? We have to kill the time anyways. If he doesn't have something else to do, like, it just doesn't matter that much.
It's just that the thing is that you are causing the clock to pause when you're doing all these warps and going into these loading zones. Oh, right, it's dog race. Ah, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. It's dog race.
Big brain. That explains why he took out 50 and then 50. Because I thought that was weird, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is why Jess is the runner and I'm not.
Honestly, if I was in the seed and I had this specific thing going on, I'd probably think of that, but being the commentator, I'm not in the mode of, like, playing, so I wouldn't think of it. And yeah, this also cleanly routes into him getting Bank 2 money. So yeah. See, this is
Do we know this
is good routing right here. Like, this is really good routing. Like, you have to feel good about doing this when you're doing something like this. Now, you might not get rewarded for it, but at least in your mind, you got these checks out of the way leading up to sound check. Ooh, Spec is going to Path to Snowhead. I mean, hey, sure, while you're killing time for Midnight Meeting, because he still doesn't have that Romani's mask.
And it looks like Spec also got Elegy out of Logic. From Elder Goron.
Yep, so that's the song that's required. Okay, man, if this is an out of logic magic, that would be really funny. Nope.
Oh, it's There's the pick the box for the good photo of Lulu. I mean, not right now, obviously, but
yeah. Okay, PR, and we just saw Alf do it. I don't think Alf saw anything in there, but again, PR is a good time waster here for sound check. So yeah, good thing it was on his mind. But yeah, this man, Spec is like, okay, Spec's going back to Coast. Yeah, I think PR, which Alf just did, was the last thing we didn't know about in our current set of locations that are left.
Yeah, sound check is basically like locked magic almost.
Yeah. Either that or like the postman's hat that leads to magic.
Right, yeah. Which would not take long to get at that point, so I guess there's that.
Again, this isn't really a bad thing. Like, you aren't really able to rush the Romani, like the sound check in this seed. Like, with the way these runners had their time of day when they got the Romani's mask.
Well, the thing is, like, with the important items that are left, Bank 2 or 3 almost can't be it, because the only important items we have left are magic and mirror shield, right?
And fire arrows.
And fire arrows. So it's almost impossible for Bank to be something.
Yeah.
We have so few possible items left that we're running out of not only checks, we're running out of items for those checks to be.
Yeah. Okay, Spec's finally getting the Romani's mask. So actually, Spec's gonna be fine, because they didn't, like, push forward before getting that Romani's mask on Mikau, so...
There's a Bank 2 piece of heart, so...
And it's hard to say if... I guess Spec doesn't really lose time to any of that, really.
Would you look at that? Jess is walking into East Clocktown at 10:05.
Yep, it's perfect. It's beautiful. Again, the only blemish was unfortunately getting it on day 3 and then having to reset and do all these other checks leading up to it. But hey, that's just MMR. You want $20 for $20 or $20 for 200?
I'm not great at math, but you shouldn't do that second.
We saw that earlier, but I still wanted to comment on it.
I love in every rando when they offer you outrageous trades from.
Yeah, it's super funny. Ever been offered to buy a green rupee for 1,000 rupees?
All right, almost finished with our sound check here. Get our last little bit of information. It does feel like Jess has that slight lead on everybody right now. Not like a huge lead or anything, but is basically just a few minutes ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, unfortunately, Alf has put themselves in a bad situation with this sound check too, because he's on final night, and I don't know what all else he has to do, like to be able to kill time for sound check. Nasho still doesn't have the Romani's mask.
Sound check is Postman's hat.
Yeah. Yep. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Now, it's gotta be magic, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It had to be magic. It had to be.
Yeah.
Which that right there fulfills all of our importance. Boom.
Yep.
Done.
It fulfills all the importance. Yeah.
So now it's just I I mean, we almost have done all of the not in dungeon checks, right? Like,
yeah, pretty much.
we're
Yeah, I mean, you
bordering
just
on-
have.
just go clear some dungeons.
Yeah, I mean, you just basically have whatchamacallit? You have Beneath the Well, but that's technically a dungeon, technically. You have Poe Hut, and you've got, I mean, Secret Shrine technically counts as a dungeon as well, obviously.
I want to be clear to chat, it's not Fire Arrow Casino until we find the Mirror Shield.
Yeah.
But it will be incredible if it is Fire Arrow Casino. We have to like start asking questions about the settings. Because no specific spoilers on the other qualifier races, but like it's starting to get goofy.
It's weird too because like Fire Arrows technically locks 2 songs. Cause like it matters for Elder Goron and it matters for Egos.
Yeah.
And then it also matters for Snowhead Temple. So like you'd think with another song location that is technically locked behind Fire Arrows, it wouldn't be one of the last items in most seeds. But I mean, again, small sample size. It's only been 2 actual quals.
And yeah, while it's true that Fire doesn't lock a million things, though it does, in this case, lock entrance to like, 2 dungeons.
Oh yeah, that does, yeah. That means that Swamp Deed is dead. So if that is Great Fairy's Mask on the ledge there at Goron Village, then that's also not required.
Oh, true. So we know it's not the Snowhead Fairy. Which isn't a ton of information, but it's information.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, Fire Arrows, it's just the game. I mean, it like I said, even during Season 5, there was a lot of just, where's Fire Arrows? So I don't think that could ever actually be properly, quote-unquote, solved. Well, that's because Elder Goron is multi-location. So he is always going to have, he's always not going to be, like, 2 stars. He's in Mountain Village and Twin Islands. So he's like the mailbox.
He's like the mailbox. That's true. Only speaks to you if you put Postman's hat on. I'm sure that's what you meant. Your grandpa is Elder Goron? That's crazy, Sky Goro. Though, it's right in the name. Should have seen it. And so I guess we're just kind of gonna be Jess, right? Gotta basically just get into Snowhead here, see what we can find while we're in the area.
Yeah, Spec has their magic too. Spec is charging straight ahead to STT. So it's interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Like which of these dungeons is gonna matter. Like have one of the items or both. But like who knows. Again, the dungeons were buffed to an extent, so.
I mean, if fires aren't in Snowhead Temple,
so this
where else do we have to go and check right now? We don't have a lot of checks.
We have Snowhead Temple and STT, and then we have Shrine, Pohut, Beneath the Well.
Yeah, we've got the
and then the Lulu photo and the Swamp photo and Bank 3.
Oh God, it's gonna be Bank 3. You know it's gonna be Bank 3. In your heart
I will
of
say,
hearts.
I understand why Spec is pushing STT. Oh, okay, so Jess is also pushing STT then. Jess was just getting the owl. Oh, yeah, okay. Because of Elder Goron song logic, you basically can assume. Oh, there's Mirror. There's Mirror in STT.
There you go.
The lobby chest and inverted. So that's done. So fires. Fires are last.
Shockingly, fires are last.
Yeah. Anyway, I was just gonna say that Elder Goron, in this specific seed, because of the one important song, you could try and assume that means because Hot Spring Water specifically locked Elder Goron this seed, that it then locks Fire Arrows in STT by extension of that. And in a way, when that logic comes into play, that can reduce the casino potential of Fire Arrows.
Well,
now, of course, that doesn't mean it always will happen, but you can use that as like a read to check STT with it having been elegy on Elder Goron.
Somebody take the free bet and do bet Bank 3. There we go. The people know. They understand. Oh. That's fair, Axel. Your bet is the most accurate. Thank you for the vote of confidence, Pineapple. I appreciate you coming by and checking out the MMR. Alright, looks like Spec found a handful of things in STT. Got the mirror shield, got the double defense, but did not, notably, find fire arrows.
Oh, he is not fighting the Wizrobe. Interesting. I mean, I guess the Wizrobe in ISTT is kind of like the wart in GBT, the wart of STT. So I guess you might delay checking that. I
mean, if you're already there, like...
I know, yeah, it's kind of weird.
You might as well, right?
Yeah, I mean... Wizrobe Skipper, I guess.
And these could just be fires right here, too.
No, it's the last bow.
The last bow. Well, we've got a lot of arrows now, so we got that going for us.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. Giant's Wallet was on, the Termina Field Scrub. We knew that for a while. Bottle! Nice, bottle-locked bottle.
Yeah, that particular bow was very bow-locked.
Mm-hmm. Okay, looks like Alf was able to find some things to kill time for sound check. But I am worried about Nasho. They still have not found Romani's mask.
Yeah, unfortunately, once you skip healing Mikau, you're not going to be in a rush to go back and do it.
No, not unless you have another excuse to go to Great Bay Coast. And that's why, like, leaving that check behind when it's Song of Healing on eggs just doesn't make sense to me, but maybe you just forget about it, and you're like, you realize it later, and you're like, oh, shoot, what do I do to reroute that, right?
Yeah, I think the only reason he has to go back is, like, heal Mikau and Pinnacle Rock, right? Everything else is
I think
done.
so. I don't think Nasho's been to PR yet, yeah.
Looks like Nasho's going to give us our answer on Bank 3, though.
Yeah.
Which, imagine Nasho gets the fire arrows on Bank 3 and is stuck because doesn't have the Romani mask to get the magic.
Yeah.
Little.
Okay.
That is
correct, yeah.
Yeah. And in this rando, we are guaranteed to get exactly foolish locations. So those are all of the foolish locations we will get in the seed. Just picking up their mirror shield. So, got that out of the way.
Alf just got their magic.
Very nice.
They didn't seem particularly pleased about that magic, but, I mean, how could you be if you've checked most of the game at that point?
I just realized, has Nesho's camera, quote-unquote, always been that close up, or is it, like, slowly?
You mean like the cropping?
Yeah, I feel like it's slowly zooming in more. It might just be an effect of the way that the cropping is done.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, Nasho up to 955 rupees deposited.
Alright, well, we're gonna get our answer about Bank 3 from Nasho.
Only if he can find 45 more rupees. I figured it out. Anything that is logically hard-locked by fire arrows. Finishing Snowhead Temple.
Well, I mean, yeah, well, there's the Enos room. That ferry is locked behind fire arrows. Or no, sorry, no, never mind. No, that's not hard fire arrows locked. But
Elegy check.
yeah, the Akana Castle ferry, or not ferry, sorry, song.
Yeah. Bank 3 is...
Not it.
Zoot.
Oh yeah, Zora Hall torches, yeah. Stage lights.
Yep, Water Mama, we don't need that. Alpha's doing Shrine at the moment, so I guess we'll see what's hiding in here.
Interesting choice to do Shrine first. Upon getting magic. Ooh, what is that on Alf's screen? Oh!
Oh no. Oh no. Snowhead frog is the answer?
The only frog we know that's dead is Woodfall Temple. Oh, there isn't a frog in Snowhead Temple.
No. Oh, right, so we actually know frogs are dead, right? Because we can't get to the
Yeah, Frog Choir is not an always check. I mean, it's not even in Season 6.
No, I mean, we can't get to the Great Bay Temple Frog without the fire, fire.
Right, but there's still the other 2 frogs in the overworld. There's the Laundry Pool Frog and the Swamp Frog.
Swamp Frog.
So, you've still got those 2. They're not bad, but when you have to go into Shrine to get your frog mask, that changes things a bit.
Sable's the one who put the mask there, right? So.
Yeah.
And that's how rolling the seed works, right? You choose where all the items go. Yeah.
Yeah. Saber just like decided, let me plop this Donjaro's mask over in Secret Shrine.
There's no other explanation for the way Shan.
Yeah, right.
Spec and Jess are doing the exact same thing at the exact same time right now. So they both just killed that wizard.
Yeah.
Oh, good news for Nasho.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he hadn't forgotten about it. It's just Giga delaying it because, for whatever reason, I don't know if they just forgot about it when they got the song or if they intentionally were delaying it. I don't know. Because you could be in any kind of mindset when you're like, you could be thinking about 3 other things at the same time while you're just getting eggs, and then just chart a path to like a bunch of different checks and overlook the fact that you just got healing and you should heal Mikal while you're there. Right?
Yep.
And now he's walking towards the screen. He sees where this is going now.
He's figured it out. On the plus side, it's not like all wasted time.
Ooh, let a cafe on Shrine Final Chest. Too bad it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we know that can't be anything, right? So.
Yeah. It's funny, though.
No wonder it wasn't going to make it to him.
Yeah.
It could even be a boat. That's
all right, Alf is checking the laundry pool frog.
No, he's not.
Oh, getting the Mountide lead, but then probably going to check the frog.
Yeah, now checking frog. Just,
Yeah.
What do we got?
Bomb bag.
Larger bomb bag.
And Alf is not going to do Swamp Frog yet.
Spec is being bullied by Twin Mold. No fire arrows means we can't use our elemental advantage to do more damage.
Oh! Frog! Is that frog percent?
I think so, right? Quick, someone go check with each streamer individually and find out if that was frog percent. Yeah, I can't remember if that was frog 3 or not. There's, what, 1 check left in Stone Tower to go look at? There was the one chest as a possible item, because it was a gilded chest, so...
Oh, room key on Healing Darmani. Oh yeah, foolish room key. Right, because Mountain Village is foolish. Might be. Foolish except song Mountain Village.
I do love that that's a foolish.
So far, this seed, you kind of basically, as long as you kind of, I mean, I guess if you don't just, like, hard funnel onto sound check, I guess you're just not too concerned about any checks earlier than that, but, I mean, if you happen to have good time of day and get that sound check when you're supposed to, you would have the threat of a bunch of things that are before the magic, so, nice to know that you don't have to worry about room key, I guess, but... Alright, so is Nasho gonna be the first to Snowhead Temple? Or is he also just going to get the owl and then go to STT? Because again, you assume because Elder Goron has Elegy that implies that Fire Arrows is behind Hot Spring Water, but... it may not actually be the case.
Fire Arrow.
Oh! Where was Ocean Title Deed?
Huh.
Okay. Was that in ISTT?
Yeah, it was in Stone Tower.
Or STT? Yeah. Okay, so there you go. See?
Alright, and we're on go mode. Easy.
Normal STT. Okay, well, Jess is gonna get that.
So that puts
it must have
fully in go mode now, right? Just gotta rush a couple of bosses?
Yeah, I think so.
Just has to go grab, whatever it's called, New Bossa Nova on the way out.
Yep. Yeah, I guess I missed the Ocean Title Deed on the left side of STT, because where my eyes were elsewhere, like, trying to talk about some of the other runners.
Yeah, there's 4 people doing things at once. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, okay. Yeah, Nasho is going to Snowhead Temple first. So, again, in this seed at least, because you knew that Elegy was locked behind Hot Spring Water, it makes a lot more sense to go to STT. That gives you that information about Fire Arrows being locked behind Hot Spring Water.
Yeah, because you can't Fire Arrow to save Elder Goron.
Yeah, exactly. And that may not always be the case, obviously, but in instances like this, and scenes like this where that does happen, then that's a good, like, knowledge check to have. And again, that sort of is the reason why Elder Goron is actually good, because if you have seeds where Hot Spring Water locks Fire Arrows, or Hot Spring Water locks that song, there's a good chance, and Fire Arrows is like one of your last items, there's a good chance that Fire Arrows are just behind that.
Yeah.
So
well, that does make the dungeons nice and easy for Spec. Spec just has to go grab a boss key, kill a boss, and finish every dungeon.
And in this seed, there were 2 dungeons that had items in them. So
that's true.
Again, the dungeon relevancy, you know? Anyone have FD? I don't think so.
No, we have not found Fierce Deities that I've noticed.
We might see it from Nasho checking Snowhead Temple, but because I'd assume it's in. It's probably magic locked at this point. I'd assume.
Ooh, Jess is unfortunately choosing to go to Snowhead before getting that ocean title lead.
Well, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
Oh, Nesho.
I don't blame him, but like,
I mean, if you're thinking of the logic in the way you were talking about with fire arrows being locked behind the
I mean,
hot spring water, it makes sense to complete any checks you have from Stone Tower before you go to Snowhead.
That is right.
I think that's that and Pick the Box were the only. No, Pick the Box was Path to Snowhead, so that was the only thing we found there. So like, especially with having the owl and everything, it's a real quick, easy thing to go check.
Yeah.
FD can't be in a foolish location. Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that was not Great Fairy Mask above Mountain Scrub, because we just found Great Fairy Mask in Snowhead.
Oh,
behind the Wizrobe.
Well, if nothing else, Jess will probably do this Snowhead Temple, and then he will go and turn in the Ocean Title lead after the fact.
And then
hopefully before deciding to do anything else.
And then feel real bad about that choice.
Yeah.
Unlucky option.
Yeah.
Yes, Fox. Giant's Mask is starting it. Spec 3 dungeons down. Just got to go grab Elegy. No, not Elegy. The other one. New Bossa Nova. And then pop into Great Bay. And that'll be a wrap. So, got a 2:25 finish. Shouldn't be more than like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That was a lovely picture of the ground that Nasho took. Nasho, a little bit in a rough spot here going into play Storms. Saber, we already had that talk, didn't we? I agree. I love the facial expressions in this room. Everybody's facial expression is great. It's true. It's very fitting. It works well with Spec's facial expression. Spec is looking calm, cool, and collected right now, though.
What is... Oh, I think Jess is getting money for Blue Potion, maybe?
Bank 3?
Like,
Oh,
just
no.
in case? Like, he's gonna be... Yeah, he's preparing for Beneath the Well, and since he has to go to the scrub, that's when he'll pull fire arrows. And he's also preparing for... Because why else would you get the Deku Nuts?
Yeah, not a lot of reason to get the Deku Nuts.
Yeah.
But the good news is, on the way, he'll have the title deed and stop himself, so...
Yeah, he'll get it, yeah.
Bit of a sunk cost, but not fully.
Yeah, not totally lost, just... Tis unfortunate, but I could understand not pushing it because maybe you don't think that hot spring water directly locks fire arrows because of Elegy being on Elder Goron, but yeah, he's gonna be getting it.
As long as he goes the right way. Jess?
What's he doing?
Going the right way now. Okay,
Oh, he realizes he needs a bit more money because of the blue
okay.
potion.
Yeah.
And he was trying to line up the Gwei.
Well, light arrows solves all money problems, so...
Yeah. And now he's just got to make sure... Yeah, okay, he'll make it without the transition.
Yep. And then...
Oh, Nasho's gonna get their fire arrows? Or wait, no, never mind. Never mind. Nasho is gonna do forward Beneath the Well, I guess. Before... STT. And there you go.
All right,
Jess.
good, Jess. Yep, soaring straight on out of here. Time to leave.
Yep.
Not doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I understand being hesitant to just push that because if it ends up not being it, and then you are not prepared for Beneath the Well...
Yeah, you have to turn around, hit everything, come back.
Like even like just right after STT, I get the thinking there. It's a tough thing because it's like you do have all of Snowhead Temple except for, you know, what's fire arrow locked.
Yep. It's a lot easier for us with perfect knowledge.
Yeah, with the overall knowledge of the seed.
It's always tough to remember.
It's different when you're playing it, like how you are thinking about it. So, and again, I don't blame like just ignoring Ocean Title Deed because it's an ambiguous item. So like, you know, I'm the type of person that would probably just go and just turn that in after immediately, no matter what, without even thinking about the possibility of like, oh well, what if I have to come back for Blue Potion and do forward Beneath the Wall because it's not actually just the Ocean Deed trade, right?
See, I would also do that, but for a different reason. Mine being, I will not do Bottom of the Well, so if that's where the item is, then I'm gonna DNA.
Right, yeah, I could see that too. Yeah, you just aren't gonna ever do it, so you just go and turn in the Ocean Title Deed anyway, after clearing out STT, because it's just all the items from STT, right?
Right.
And, like, you also could be thinking in a race like this, like, oh, I could pull a Hail Mary and get fire arrows in Snowhead Temple, instead of it just being on the Ocean Deed trade, right? And saving maybe a minute or two over somebody else.
This seed has been a little...
Yeah.
A little weird. You might feel like you're a little bit behind and you want to try to make those plays to make up a couple of minutes.
Yeah. You might feel like you're behind, yeah. Again, there's a lot of factors at play with some of the decisions that you'll make when you're playing. So, overall, though, even with the sound check magic, I really don't think this is a bad seed at all.
No, I think the seed was pretty reasonable. It was kind of funnily, but like in a very roundabout way, like a way that didn't feel funnily.
At a certain point, like in any rando seed, you're gonna have a moment where, you have to go do this check. Like,
yeah,
that just happens in any rando. It's not like a like a bad bottleneck, because again, you have enough you can route up to that sound check when you have to do it, right?
I mean, I basically agree with Saber. 6 out of 10.
Yeah,
average seed, right? Nothing
terrible, I think
great.
it was very funny that it was Postman's hat to magic in the mailbox.
It was funny that Postman's hat.
That was very funny. I love how that happened. That was great. That was great.
And Spec has perfect time of day. Gonna finish up the 4th dungeon.
Yep.
Right after the roof opens, assuming that Spec can get up this pipe. I love how you can tell when a runner like fails to do something like walk up the pipe. Then the second time they go to walk up it, you can see them stop and be like, "Okay, game.
Yep.
I'm going up the pipe now."
Yeah, without going into spoilers, Qual 2 is a viewer's paradise.
It was a runner's paradise, too. The runners had a lot of fun. Alright. Spec gonna bully George real quick, and that'll be that. Oh, my voice has been cutting out? Sorry, hold on, I think I know why. Let me know if it is still cutting out, but I think I fixed what was messing with it. Hey, we've been... the seed we're doing has been deemed adequate. Go us.
I still wouldn't say Qual 1 is, like, bad. It had, like, one bad thing in it. But it's very, very stream value bad. Like, content, like, hilarious.
This is a pretty speedy seed. We're not like sub 2 or anything crazy.
I wouldn't say this is a jet seed. This is more like an average seed. This is what this is. Like, there was nothing that was wrong in the beginning. The early game, you got a decent amount of items, and then it was well paced. Like, you weren't front loaded with items like MMR is like known for, and you had a number of things to do, and everything was pretty well spread out. You sure you had like the 3 items at the end being magic, mirror, and fire arrows, but again, the amount of checks you had left after, of course, depending on how you routed up to sound check, obviously, it meant that there was a limited range for where those last 2 items could be. So
it just kind of worked out that the way where the things you needed for sound check just put you in a spot where that was just going to be how the seed out. Like, it was just going to be, that was going to be what bottlenecked everyone always, because you were always going to do, you always had to do that pile of checks to do the sound check.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Most of the time that would just be the case, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's tricky to route that.
I think you would have had to route badly to do this seeds particularly quickly. Like, you would have had to take like some unnecessary or like ill-advised risks.
Well, you basically wouldn't stay on that cycle that you got Romani's mask, like you would basically reset as soon as you went past the point that it was time to do Romani's mask, right? To do sound check. That's the only way, is if, like, you reset, like, just hard reset, stopping what you're doing, and just full committing to Romani's mask, basically.
And it was gonna end up being Goron and Woodfall was just gonna guarantee that it took a while to end up doing your sound check, because you just don't rush the dungeons. Like, it's just not a thing you do.
Right. Right.
Majora's being a jerk, so Spec having to pull out the mirror shield real quick.
Yep.
But unless something crazy happens, I think Spec is gonna take the dub on this particular seed.
Yeah.
Just chain dies to Majora for 8 minutes.
I mean, at this point, any experienced runner is going to be fine for Majora.
Oh, yeah.
And you have double defense in this seed, so...
True. Honestly, the biggest thing, I think, a lot of people... the thing that, like, transforms people's experience with Majora is the spin at the start of Phase 2. I think that's, like...
Yeah.
That really just solves most people's problem. So once you're comfortable with that, life is way better.
Yes, Fox. Yeah. Players basically voiced that they wanted Giant's Mask start to reduce any chances of getting importance count for Giant's Mask. Like, as a Giant's Mask counting as one of the items towards an importance count hinted region. And that's really, like, the only compromise you can do. Yeah, he's happy that he got first.
Yeah, absolutely popping off. Love to see it.
Yeah, congrats, GG's to him. I know that he's been, like, kind of somewhat beating himself up a bit over how he's played some seeds, so I think this is something that he's happy about. So I'll be curious to see what he thought of the seed. If he's gonna come in for an interview or not. Yeah, this one wasn't easy. It was tricky.
Is that one Spec?
GG's, Spec. Congrats.
Hello, thank you. Oh man, that feels good.
I imagine I've been reading your posts and how you've been, like, kind of beating yourself up on how you've been playing some seeds, so I imagine it feels good to take a first for one of these.
Yeah, it's like high standards. Like, Q1, there were 2 minutes. That was the difference. Like, I did Zora Hall Foolish and shit. But this one, I don't even know what to say. I thought, I played a little bit clumsy, but it wasn't, like, super bad. It was more like, you know, pausing for inventories.
There was pause I had when you didn't get Healing Mikau, because we knew at that point when you didn't get it that it was Romani's mask, and there was a chance of, like, that being required. But you managed to, like, reroute that in to where it was, like, perfect for you to get sound check.
Yeah, you know, if I did, I mean, this is something I almost always do. I prefer going for the 16 checks or whatever in the PF trip rather than Mikau.
Right.
But if I did Mikau for Romani's and immediately went to do that, you know, skipping PF, that could have been a high roll spot, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I don't blame you at all. I was just commenting on, like, that was a thing that we caught on to, and we were, like, wondering how you were gonna reroute that, but you managed to, and it was really well done with the timing for sound check. So that I imagine you felt good about too.
Yeah, I was holding it for a while. I definitely didn't like doing dog race, but I figured I will never be there again, and I'm on a situation where almost every single check I have in logic is a sore for a check, you know.
Mhm.
So might as now. I was on the Postman Freedom waiting room. I guess that didn't happen.
No, no. Like we all saw that swap deed with the ECD too. We were like, is that gonna matter?
Yeah. Not to mention, like I knew at that point that it's a post box meme for
Yeah. And it was
confirmed.
Postman's hat, no less, on the check.
Yeah, when I got the hat itself, it's like, bruh.
Yeah, the ECP2 is locking itself. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking funny.
Two-star item that satisfies the important location that goes for a one-star item because it's two locations.
In both locations, dude.
Yep. Had to walk 8 feet to your left to pick up the 1-star after. Perfect.
Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to, because like, the second cycle was, going after woods and the whole Deku loop. I did it for later. I guess it was okay. It wasn't like it was an observatory, so I immediately, slapped myself. But it is what it is, and there was the whole bulk of checks. You're doing a bunch of high check per minute stuff. And then in my mind, I was writing everything down. If anyone can understand a single thing I write on my my I don't know needs to be studied for madness cracker.
I mean, when we were talking about this, we kind of realized. What?
Oh yeah, it was pretty much a forced Song of Time because at that point, I mean, I can just soar for every single check, but I gotta do Midnight Meeting at one point. And Midnight Meeting goes with Kamaru, and then to waste Kamaru's time, I have Pinnacle Rock, and I have the North out of Logic stuff. I figured North is better because they're one check in Logic, is technically progression, even though it's slower than Arrow.
Right.
And God, that Waller wasn't required, so yeah, that was a. That was a mini bulk, a small planning. It's pretty standard, and the feeling I had at that point is that I'm doing checks. I'm doing checks.
Right.
And that's what it is. That's how it's like.
Yeah. Right. It's figuring out how to use up that time leading up to that one thing, and how you space that out.
The way the seed ended up, you were always going to end up having to do all those checks to eventually end up in Woodfall Temple. Because you were never going to rush to Woodfall and end up with Goron Mask. So it's just, you were going to have to do them all, so it was all about how efficiently you actually did those before you made your way to Woodfall.
Yeah, the Deku Mask was in a weird spot. I guess you couldn't do like the whole swamp in one go, but it was pretty close.
Yeah.
I was really trying. I was like, I have a feeling like this is gonna be very early Bank 1, but there was no money anywhere. Or I mean, it was my beginning. I was like, I don't know, what's it called? 11 minutes in, I didn't feel good about it because I did a very small mistake because You're meant to go from Guru Guru to the swamp entry. That's the whole point. Then I went to West Clocktown to do the standard late observatory route.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, what am I doing? I kind of still want to go to swamp, but there's a there's like a massive opponent's troll, and reading the gossip is horrible. I'm like, bro, I just dumped everything. This makes no sense. But let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah. right.
It was kind of nice It was kind of nice to only do woods with Zora. I mean, minor speed up and then go for the deck.
Right.
But it's like, I figure it was kind of bad. And the ranch trip felt horrible, like always,
Oh yeah, doing the lemons and then all that, because you don't have. Was that when you didn't have Zora, or did you have Zora for ranch?
No, I didn't. Like, what I was thinking...
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, you didn't get Zora until your next cycle. That's what happened, right?
Yeah, I did a little bit of planning, but I don't know, considering all the walking around, all the songs I had to play, because you saw, right, I finished Hide and Seek, and I was like, might as well stay here I have the Swamp Owl already. I'm gonna do the weird Honey and Darling. Then I can walk to Observatory right away because it's there. So it's okay timing, and that my knight 3 would be the reverse terminal lap essentially. What I did, step in chest into the quarter lap in reverse.
Yeah.
So got day 3, might as well do Gorman Race combo with the Tingle, and then I guess I'm going to range. The hints are okay.
Yeah, right.
But item placement wise, it's like I just did a useless range trip.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
There's no way around
just
it.
Lemons just had Blast Mask, and like you got. I don't even know if you got really any good hints from Ranch. I can't remember, but in this seed, but
both.
The Woodfall Temple. Yeah, Woodfall Temple 1. Yeah, that's what was there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. I was thinking it was gonna be this song. I was like, should I just go mode this? But like, no, that's a terrible idea, obviously. But
yeah.
So I went for the weird torch hook shot. It went flawlessly, like miracle. I haven't done that in ages. And it was nice to cancel Keg out, not have to do the 2 extra rooms. It was nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Pay off, but whatever.
Right. The interesting part of the seed is like if you have the song knowledge going into Woodfall Temple, like as in doing eggs before Woodfall Temple, you could just rush the song first, like the boss blue warp, and then go back in, right? Like reasonably. But either way you route it is not bad for Woodfall Temple in this seed.
But like I was thinking, I mean,
GG's, Jess.
Thank you.
Keep going, Spec. You were in the middle.
Just finished reason, like, there could be a way that it could have been, the Blue Warp song for it could have been any of the temples.
It could have been New Wave, and then that locks like
the temple to get like
magic.
Literally everything else. There was a path for that. I was looking at the items. I'm like, that is way too far fetched. I think it's just storms in the end. It is.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. Full clearing with.
No, it's not.
Whatever. But yeah, that's it.
So Jess, how'd you feel about this seed? Did you enjoy your sound check?
Yeah, there were like the seed was kind of up and down for me. Like there were parts I think I played fine, and others where I lost a bunch of time. It was kind of unfortunate when I got Romani's Mask in PF. It was day 3, and I was kind of playing around getting Letter to Mama because of East Clock Town important, but I tend to forget about the post box, so maybe I would have played differently otherwise. But I had like the Moon's Tier, Land Deed, and Mountain Deed all on day 3, and I was kind of like forced to go turn those in if I wanted to like, be safe. And then I had enough stuff to do while waiting for sound check, but I did almost consider like maybe I should have done Lensless Climb for Elder, and like maybe I would have avoided like PR and some of the other things I did.
Right.
It was a common thing this seed to have an unfortunate timing with Romani Mask.
Everybody on Restream got the Romani's Mask past the point that they could do it, like do the check that cycle that they got it. So everybody had to reroute for sound check in some way.
Yeah, I didn't regret too much doing Dog Race because it got me to Bank 2 and it like was a good time waster. But I was like really debating if I should have just done Elder out of logic instead of PR because I might have burned the rest of the time, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it's hard because I don't know the timing of that either, like how that lines up. But I will say that like I was really impressed with the like clever thinking of using Dog Race to get Bank 2 and like waste time for sound check in that moment too. Because you had the keg and everything. That was kind of a nice thing about it, was that you could do something like that. So that was kind of cool to see.
Yeah, honestly, in the end, the only real difference between you and Spec, because you guys were basically neck and neck.
Yeah, basically very close.
Like you were within a minute or two of each other.
Yeah, you both were in STT at the same time.
Yeah, the only
come
difference
down
was
to like
the
Snowhead dip.
Yeah. Spec went straight to turning in Ocean Title.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't blame you for not immediately turning that in, but
I mean,
that
the thing
was
is, like, I'm like the kind of person, if I'm turning in the Ocean Deed, I'm also doing Shrine, and I'm not doing Shrine before Snowhead Dip.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, I get that completely.
There's a low commitment option too, because Shiro was there, at least for me. I was gonna do that, and then I delivered the title deed first. I was like, oops, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't end up mattering.
Yeah, I was thinking about Shiro, and yeah, I think there's definitely the option of just like doing the low commitment, like deed into Shiro, because you can't route that with Shrine. Like it's gonna be.
That is true. Yeah. That would be a way to look at it
like,
too.
Yeah.
I was gonna go there. I was gonna go to Snowhead after, and you know, just luck of the draw that time.
Yeah, I think like maybe if I had thought more about the low commitment Shiro, I would have done that. But I also felt like I played kind of safe. I did Poet and Pamela before Stone Tower. Look, it's kind of rough though, because like even if ISTT and STT and Shrine and Snowhead are like your only options, like it still feels kind of bad to do Poet and Shrine, even though that's like, I don't know, there's not that much outside of like those dips and ISTT, but I don't know.
Yeah,
so I was gonna say, it was kind of a fate of the destiny too, how I ended up doing the title deed. Because I saw the two big chests, and it was time to soar from the boss key chest, right? I'm like, bro, listen, I have my tracker, and I think the game is running out of big chests. It's kind of false, but because you saw there were like a billion upgrade left, so like bottles. I think
the bow.
Too. But I'm like, I mean, two big ones. I have almost all, you know, a good chunk of the masks, and if I end up full clearing, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I was kind of pissed off. I had to do. I was trying to avoid ISCC Wizrobe. So at the end, I cleared both sides of the temple, and I was right there outside on the Ikana Canyon. That's why I just rolled over. I'm like, these two checks, and then Snowhead. So that was the like, I didn't have to soar for it. That was the little.
That was the reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I feel like after ISTT, I was definitely debating on Deed in the Shiro or STT, but I was kind of feeling like, since I already played kind of safe up to that point in the seed, I just wanted to like rush the density.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, I completely get it. It's a tricky situation, and it's also a tricky seed. But in the end, like, because you had the Ocean Deed anyway, it wasn't like it was the end of the world. You were gonna eventually circle back to that because you were preparing for Beneath the Well, and Shiro and all that over there too. Once Snowhead Temple didn't have it.
Yeah, dipping Snowhead is also like kind of unfortunate when fire arrows your only item, because then you have to like roll all the way back up there.
Yeah, that's the one thing that sucks about it. Snowhead is not
one of the better dips. Like
no,
GBT
it's not.
dip is like by far the best dip in the game. It's like not even close.
Yeah. Because like at least you have ice arrows, and you know most of it is not fire arrow locked. So like you just go in there, and it's a little bit buffed this season. So you have a little bit more you can do in the second half there behind ice arrows. Fire arrows could have easily, well, not in this seed, but in another seed, fire arrows could just be in there or whatever.
Yeah, it's especially with the partial stray fairies. Like when we're comparing to Shrine, it's really hard to want to go Shrine before like any like dungeon dips anymore.
Yeah, any of the main dungeons. Yeah, it's kind of back to like how it was during S3 for Shrine.
Yeah, Shrine is kind of like, in most seeds, it's like always the last like dense area you do usually at this point.
Yeah. It's funny. We did have some people on Restream do Shrine, and there was the frog mask was in there.
Nice.
So there was
Nasho
just those
right
two
now.
frogs.
Nasho just finished Shrine and is now going talking.
Yeah.
I was also concerned when I got magic from Soundcheck well, the Postman's hat, because like some people just like always do PF early. It feels like, and Zora was just on bank 1. You know, like we all had like 15 minutes or less or whatever. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of the people who were gonna like route well, like probably wouldn't have gone PF super early, but it's still like kind of worried me that something that could
right. There is just that chance when Zora's that early that someone just goes PFE really early, and you're just high rolling and you get something really good.
Yeah, the Romani mask was PFE, right?
That was Healing Mikau.
Oh, that was Healing. Oh, right.
Yeah. So okay, it was behind the egg song. So like you could do that, but
yeah, I think. Oh yeah, in the moment, I went to PF like before finishing or like doing eggs, but like partially to get a fairy by cliff HP, but I kind of regretted it because I feel like normally I would have always finished eggs first. But
right. I don't know how much it matters in this seed specifically, but because like again, you are looking for several items still anyway at that point. So
yeah, even if I did, I don't remember what time of day it was when I did PF for the first time. I think it might have already been day 3, but even if I did Mikau first, I wasn't gonna like Song of Time.
Yeah.
And
no,
like, waste the story
at that point you don't like unless you have like some huge tell that like tells you like you need to abandon everything you're doing on your day 3 when you have some trade items to still trade. You're not just gonna no one's gonna Song of Time to go just all right, let me just re-get these trade items and reroute for sound check or whatever.
Yeah,
right.
It was rough because I mean I was in GBC night 3 first cycle and I could have done eggs, but I had one bottle and I may as well go hit K-Bell, and I found a bottle on Evan, whatever it was, and that kind of just led me away from eggs for forever because like we got Sonata on Skull Kid, so that just led me towards like a whole like 40 minutes of Krog and other stuff, so I just like wasn't back on eggs for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny how basically even though you do have like the egg and fairy shuffle thing, that the having more than one bottle still matters for the song because it can reroute. You can route some fairies along the way and make it not feel bad to do it.
Yeah, I really wonder how much like each bottle saves when the fairies are eggs. Like if you have one, you gotta like jump up there, drop the egg every time. You gotta walk out each load in and out of the lab. Like each load is like already like 3 seconds each, and then drop the egg and all that. Yeah, I guess it was kind of like the qual from yesterday. Like Romani's mask, kind of a cursed spot. You needed sound check, and it really just came down to how you routed in-game time. And I mean, I async that qual, and the way I routed it ended up being good, but it wasn't good this time, so can't really always win it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that seed is way different from this one in the sense of just like how this one had its item spread like was pretty decent. You had things you can do, and it's not like super bad, right? Because that other one was like, oh my god, like
the way this
without getting into spoilers about it, oh my god, that one's way harder than this one, I think.
Well, I think the big thing about this seed was you were always moving forward.
You always got something, right? Like you weren't like hard, like it didn't feel like anything that you did choose to do like didn't just backfire on you, right? Like for some people, like I mean, I know you said that seed that you asynced, you felt pretty okay about it. But other people that played it live, they were like, people crashing out about it,
Yeah, kind of unfortunate. A lot of that previously just comes down to like how you like to route in-game time. That kind of makes like a 20-30 minute difference.
It does, yeah. And I mean, again, every seed is different, and that's what's good about these settings, right? Is everything doesn't play the same, right?
Yeah.
There's variance across the seeds instead of like seeing like a lot of like the same, samey things, right? And you're not getting front loaded with items and whatnot, right?
I think the silver lining is because you're talking about the Romani's Mask's timing, right? I mean, in my run, I guess I got the magic pretty late, considering what could have been, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
This was a seed where, like, if you had the spoiler log, you would have played the seed totally different than people played it live. Whereas, like, playing it live, while you could have made better choices, no one was realistically going to make them.
Yeah.
People were gonna do the routing that you guys ended up doing, no matter what. Like, you were gonna do those checks.
The only way to really like get around the magic is doing eggs in first cycle with one bottle, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and that's just the seed, right? Because like it's a choice that you have to make,
right? Yeah, but like that option is pretty cursed. People probably
it's like it's cursed when you can go hit K-Pal, do Hall, and then like you get Sonata. Like I was talking about, you get Sonata from Skull Kid, and then you have like all of Woodfall to do. There's an important item there. Yeah.
I mean, the time it takes to get one egg at a time, go in, drop it off, leave, repeat 7 times, like people just are going to be pretty inclined to not do.
And I mean, it's technically safer to go look for that second bottle anyway, because like you might save time in other ways. Maybe not in this seed, but...
And realistically, you're probably going to find a second bottle, and like you said, you have that owl. So, like, as soon as you find a second bottle, you can just pop over, grab the song in, like, half the time, basically.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting dynamic of the settings.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, in this seed, at least, like, I feel like the you're always doing stuff factor was quite nice because of that.
Yeah.
It's like, the Elder Goron out of Logic, I kind of felt like a glove. Honestly, I still had that left. And, before the whole PF section, it's like, you're going to Woodfall Temple, and then, there's PF.
Yeah, you always had things to do, right? Like, that's what was nice about this seed. Even if, like, a lot of it didn't pay out necessarily, it's just that you still had things you could do.
Well, like,
it's better than, like...
Even when you say didn't pay out, like, you were finding something pretty much everywhere you went.
Yeah, right.
You weren't just, like, checking totally dead locations pretty much at any point. It turns out you were, but, like, there was no way you could have ever...
Yeah, the seed doesn't really make you feel bad. Like... Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like, luck comes and luck goes. I don't know if it's because majority of the player pool is smaller or whatever, but like you see in OTR, like people who high roll seeds, they have like these insane god routes. But in majority, it's like, I mean, you could pick a perfect path out of sheer luck at the beginning, but in the end, it might change.
It might bite you. Yeah.
And it's like it's so unlikely to finish a seed with the perfect timing for everything and getting around, not doing non-progression check. It's always a little bit of a mix, and you have to I don't know, maybe if your run is on the 30% percentile, it's like realistic, or it's still variance, but
yeah. And I mean, some of that variance is caused by the clock, right? Like, that's just something you have to contend with when you're routing, right? And that's what makes it interesting, is how you work around that or how you work with it, right?
Yeah, but like you said, like, the god route, the random, I did this seed perfect route, is just so unlikely in this game, unless you're like, you have to basically make bad choices that you just get randomly rewarded for. It's not really that you're checking something in Majora's Mask like it is in Ocarina, as much as in Majora's, you have to make the choice not to check a lot of stuff that, like, are dense locations, so why would you ever make that choice?
Yeah, I think like another thing with those, like usually if people god right, you don't really see them doing like half an hour earlier finishes like an OTR just because like an OT like everything takes like 15 minutes to do, but that's not really true in Like if you do Stone Tower Temple like uninverted, that's like 4 minutes or something, but it's not like going to like GTG or something, which is like 10-15 minutes or whatever. Like like there is a lot of variance with like how you route in-game time, and you can fall in the crazy route with that. But like in the end, a lot of stuff in this game isn't as long of a commitment on average compared to like OT or something.
Yeah. No, there's definitely a lot of high variance in for sure.
Yeah, and it's like in the end, oh, you didn't get like perfect Romani mask in time or whatever, but it's like you're making your path, you're maximizing the check per minute stuff, the density, coupling checks together. Maybe you got an imperfect timing. Is there gonna be especially a multi-way race where some guy is gonna mega high rolls, skip PFs, skip that?
Right.
Yeah, there's gonna be. But I think the law of averages on where you have a little bit on your side instead of the whole thing on your side. I think what am I getting at? In Majora you can get a pretty good multi-way winning time even without with just a little bit of a luck edge, not necessarily the only perfect path. Yeah, I'm heading up now. Good night, everyone. Thanks for.
Thanks for the interview. And it's good. It's good that you. Congrats on your win.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Jess, you gotta pick one for you too. Pick a race where I'm not participating, and then you ship a win. Okay.
Yeah, I can only do like 4 quals guaranteed because I have a terrible work schedule. But I'll just hope that the next quals I have are going to be good ones in terms of participants.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Man, it's always good to see you playing some MMR, and the qual stuff. I hope you can play, and get the points. But yeah, good night, everyone. It's always a pleasure. See you later.
See you later, Spec. Any other final thoughts, Jess?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I guess one thing I will say is this is like the most excited I've been for the settings or the tourney in a few years, so it's nice. I've been having fun with it again.
I'm glad to hear that.
Changes for season 6.
I was really shocked when you were playing. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm still like a tad rusty. I just gotta do like a few more quals, but yeah, I think getting back into it.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, and we've had like a pretty decent turnout. Like, so we've got some older people coming back, and there's a few new people. We've got some people who've been playing since like S4, S3, S5 kind of era. So that's nice.
Yeah, I am liking the mix. I am paying attention to the attendance. Believe me.
Yeah.
Because I was nervous. Oh, let's put it like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is your first time really like being in charge of like the settings and stuff. So I mean, I imagine it's a lot.
Yeah, it has been. It has been.
Yeah, I think also for me, I'm trying to have a better mindset going into quals because like I can only do 4. So like in the past, I always wanted to win, but now I'm like, I just gotta get like a decent finish. I'll get a good enough seed, and then like at that point, like the 1v1s just like matter more.
Yeah, 100%.
Don't have to win every qual; just get enough points to get like an okay seed. And that's all you can really do.
And have fun with it. Better mindset. It helps.
Yeah, the seed was like kind of rough. I had not great parts, but I had fun playing it. So
I'm glad, and I saw what you did to the Woodfall Temple Frog. Very nice.
Yeah, that was fun to watch.
It was also it was also funny. I when I was in Woodfall, I like saw the keg in the bubble. I jumped into it and I was like, wait, I shouldn't do that first. But it was
Right.
it was nice to know I could just roll out the keg at that point.
Yeah. Again, I mean, that's the cool part about it. The importance counts. At least like when they're abundantly clear, because I mean there are times where they're still kind of ambiguous, but that is just how it is.
We were talking on commentary as you were doing the dungeon that like it made sense to just go straight to Adalwa, because with an importance count of 1, the odds of it being the song were pretty good. So just getting the song out of the way and being done with it to see whether or not you actually had to do anything in the dungeon might have been a strategy, but then nobody did that. Everybody full cleared up until they hit the Goron.
Yeah, up until they hit the Goron, and then
that's obviously the important count. So
well, Alf had the unfortunate thing happen where he did do that, and then he left after getting the song and didn't hit the owl statue before he had went in. So,
yeah, I mean, it can be a play, but it feels kind of like a high roll, because like then if it's not the song or Odawa, you spend like 13 seconds soaring, and then you gotta put on Deku, then you roll back, and then you gotta go back to the first room.
Yeah.
So,
but it is an option you have. It was an interesting thought.
There are like, it's common enough that like you get like there's only one dungeon you can do as your first, so like you know, the song could just be the important item.
Yeah. It's something to think about. It depends on the scene. I mean, as commentators, we knew that healing was on eggs at that point.
Oh yeah, I guess some people had done eggs like prior to Woodfall or
So when you have that information, then it makes sense to push the song more, right? But when you don't, then it makes sense to just clear the dungeon normally.
It's like it's funny. I guess on Restream healing was on eggs, but this song was still storms anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you picked up the Goron mask and we're like, oh well, I guess it's a good thing they didn't rush for storms.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting strategy to rush the warp, but I think it'd be really rare that I would do that.
Yeah, no, I could understand. Especially with how the settings tend to play. I could understand, but it is an option you have. So
yeah, I've definitely been, the importance sense have been growing on me. Like they are more powerful, but it's interesting that knowing how many items are there can change how you route, because like after first cycle, I did a nice route of like doing Grandma's Stories, Mayor HP, and then I did Playground because I knew like there could be something good there because it was important.
It was a lot of fun to watch you guys slowly narrow down the importance.
And
East Clocktown to be
it
had to be a post box.
I kind of, the post box always like escapes my brain. Like I was checking my VOD because I was like, I know I didn't get anything in North Clocktown, but it's still important. But the post box kind of slipped my mind. But it's funny that like those importance items were just like so late, because when you see like a Clocktown important, you feel like you expect it to be fulfilled pretty early.
Yeah,
so
right. That's the crazy part about that in the scene.
Yeah. You not only saw a Clocktown important, you saw 2 importance in 2 regions of Clocktown, and you got the bow, 3 minutes in, and then you didn't touch any of the other importance for an hour and a half.
Yeah, when I did like treasure chest game as nothing, I was like, what the hell's going on with this?
yeah.
When we Clocktown thing,
that was we were like, oh my gosh, what is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when Milk Bar had nothing too, like, okay, well, I guess I guess we're doing sound check because there's literally nothing else.
Yeah, it's funny that it was just a chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like as you're getting it, we're like, oh, there's definitely going to be Postman's hat, and he's going to have to just walk right out the door to actually get whatever. And it pretty much had to be magic, right? Nothing else it could have been.
Yeah, I mean it had to be at that point.
Yeah, I think obviously the whole thing with like doing Shiro earlier would have helped me a lot. But I think the next thing I would have changed is probably doing out of logic Goron Elder while I was waiting for that stuff, like sound check and all that.
Right, yeah.
I think those are the two things like could have really changed.
Yeah.
But and
nothing
that is specifically what Spec did was the out of logic Goron Elder.
Yeah, I did kind of figure that like at least a lot of people would probably do that.
Yeah, Spec did those were really the only two differences you guys had, other that and just not checking Snowhead first. Otherwise, you guys routed like freakishly similarly the entire time. Which again, like we talked about, that was just kind of how the seed was. You were going to end up doing a lot of stuff, but you guys were following each other. There was actually one point when you did your captain's hat check that all 4 players were.
Yeah, all 4 of you were in a Kana graveyard at the same time.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. The two of the runners were doing Kita, and then you and Spec were doing the graves. It was very funny.
Oh, okay. I guess we all went there like when we had the hook shot.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Where was hook shot? It was like early. I can't remember where it was anymore.
Oh man, where was hookshot? Oh, Deku Palace.
Oh yeah, okay.
Bean Daddy.
I mean, you got Captain set in the first cycle. I don't think I had Blast Mask, so yeah, I wasn't. It feels like it's so often that you get rewarded for putting off graveyard, or whether it's having bombs or having Icona access plus hookshot. And I mean, if Sonata wasn't Palace, Eggs, or Skull Kid, then I mean, you would have had to rush graveyard. But
yeah, it was just pretty amusing that everybody just had a group meeting in graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch that. It sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, it was great. It was a graveyard party.
Yeah, it was definitely the kind of seed where like you could kind of diverge a bit early, but like the path in the mid game is like fairly obvious.
Yeah, you guys actually did. There were like 3 different major routes that everybody did, like observatory, quick, straight out. The standard starting routes. Everybody kind of did their own thing, but they just worked out that like they all ended up at the same point eventually in that mid game. Romani Mask sound check puddle.
Yeah, at some point, like once you have your way into Woodfall, it's important. Like everyone is just gonna go there. Well, I guess I didn't do it immediately because I reset and routed into Playground since North Clocktown is important. But yeah, other than that, it's just like you just go to Woodfall.
Yeah.
We do have for those of us still on the stream, we have our last restreamed runner here. Nesho is finishing up his final boss. He heads over to Aura, so he'll be finishing up in the next 5 minutes here.
Thanks for having me on it. I'm gonna head out. I gotta go to work in like half an hour.
Yeah. I mean, we
wasn't a cursed seed.
We weren't trying to keep you
like,
here.
If the seed was somehow 3.5 hours for me, I would have had to quit.
Well, I'm glad that didn't happen.
I was like, please don't roll a seed from yesterday, except I don't route it well.
Right.
Thanks for coming on, Jess. Yeah, and, GG on the second place.
Yep.
Thank you. Yep,
and good luck on your next ones.
Thank you. All right, see you later.
See ya.
All right, and like I said, Nasho did just finish up Goat. Gonna take a little trip over to the Clock Tower, bully Majora for a minute, and finish up their run as well.
Yep.
I don't know if you've been watching that show, but did have the circus leader mask on the tiers throughout the last couple there.
Yeah, I saw.
It's tough, right? Because like, you're playing against people who are so good at the game that any mistake, like skipping the Romani mask for your cycle, like that's only one relatively small decision you made, just puts you so far behind. It's so hard to keep up with the people that you're playing with these qualifiers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one choice can determine your placement. And I mean, that pretty much happens, it goes for any of the randomizer settings, really, for any rando. It's one choice can just determine everything, so...
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's just part of randomizer, right? That's kind of that's the random in randomizer. You made a different choice and it didn't work out. But then next seed, Nasho, shouldn't feel bad about it at all, because next seed, Nasho could make the right choice, and then suddenly he's in first instead.
Yeah, exactly.
The beauty of rando.
Yep. Alright, well, I don't have anything else to say, I don't think. I think I've said what I needed to about the seed and the race.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much in the same boat. We can all just watch this final defeat of Majora before we head out. When is our next qualifier? We can let people know about that.
Oh, that's a good point. Let's see. The next qual... I think it's Friday?
Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, Friday at 7 p.m. Hopefully we will have a restream for that. I don't know. I know last I looked we had no commentators for it.
Currently still no commentators, unfortunately.
I believe we're still taking volunteer applications as usual, as we usually do, so I guess if anyone's interested in trying to
we also just haven't
volunteer.
planned that far out yet, I think. I think Shan has only made the post for the first 3 calls at this point, so we still might have some people interested, just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah.
But we look forward to, our 4th qualifier then. We still have 13 qualifiers left. There are 16 total, so...
yep.
Buckle in, everybody. We've got some MMR to run.
All right, I moved us back to Nasho's stream for the final phase of Majora, and after that, we'll wrap things up.
All right. Majora's not even giving him a chance to shoot.
Yeah, just the immediate slap repeatedly.
Yeah, the troll Majora to end it off.
Yeah.
And jumped immediately, too, after he got to him.
Where was double defense? That was...
It was in Stone Tower?
Was that... yeah, I think it was STT, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was STT.
Somewhere in Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah.
GG's to Nasho.
Yeah, GG Nasho. Good job.
With that, that wraps up our qualifier number 3 here on Zelda Speedruns. Thanks for watching, folks, and I will move us on to the end of the stream.